Happy Friday night, gentlemen.
Hey.
Hey. How are we doing?
Doing good, brother. Doing good. A little impromptu going live Friday night, having a beer. A lot of things happening today. So many wonderful things on. And we brought on Mr. TJ James.
TJ!
The King Moderator.
Moderator extraordinaire.
General TJ James on the fronts of moderation.
Yes, the fronts of moderation. So tell me, TJ.
Yeah, TJ, tell us how do you do it? How do you do it,
TJ?
Well, in order for me to do it, I have to have a thick skin.
Because people are hating on the TJ, aren't they?
A thick skin or a foreskin?
Well, yeah, horse skin, thick skin, donkey skin. Just as long as,
monkey skin.
They don't take the whip to me. I'm good.
So how you survive in quarantine, TJ?
Yeah, like I said, that's always fun. As long as I got some beer in the fridge and some food.
Hey, Victor, hello.
The internet.
What's up, Toki?
Una, my dog.
What's up, Victor?
What up, Victor?
So crazy stuff today, guys. I'm sure you've seen it. I've been posting on it. Once it popped up earlier today. Something we've been all anticipating, and the trend that's going on right now in this, you can say this is a truly quarantined, a serious pandemic issue going on, but it is causing a major cancel culture as far as any form of public gatherings of any kind. And now the official mega ship has sunk in the year 2020, which is San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes.
It is officially canceled. Not postponed either.
50 years.
First time in 50 years that San Diego Comic-Con is canceled.
Yeah, I had a conversation with a lot of people today. One, our good friend, Mr. Bo Smith, who was a special guest this year. Yeah. So he's pretty bummed out about that. But, he'll be back next year. He'll get invited next year.
Yeah.
I think everyone's the same. We got the announcement that our booths, if we want to carry over, because you pay for your booths ahead of time, or at least you put a sizable down payment on. And if we want to get refunded, we will. Or if we want to just keep the booth, we'll do that. So we're going to do that for sure. And also the hotels, though, we're all getting refunds for the hotels. They booked there are 200,000 hotel rooms booked. And you think the average room is $300 a night, because most of the hotels are $400 a night. So just imagine that. And I think it was 200,000 rooms. It might have been 500,000 rooms.
Really?
Yeah, it might have been 500,000 rooms.
500,000 rooms. Holy shit.
Like room nights, like 5,000, nights.
Yeah.
Booked. Well, I know it's at least 200. Debbie said it was, she saw it was 500,000.
Oh, wow.
And that's something like, how many millions of dollars the city's going to lose just on that?
Well, that's what I'm thinking, right? In the hardship and the times that we have right now, right? And that event closes, I wonder how much of an economic impact that's going to even have, because they probably bank on that.
Yeah. Let me Google it and let me see.
The convention center, it's still being used as a field hospital, isn't it?
Yeah,
I believe so. And then think about the time it's going to take to sanitize that facility after the fact. But so anyone out there that's watching this is going to be watching this. I first got the story from IGN. That's why I have the link up. It states in here kind of what they're doing. So, individuals who purchase badges for Comic-Con 2020 will have the option to request a refund or transfer their badge to Comic-Con 2021, which is pretty much, I was probably, I would recommend, unless the hardship's there and you guys need that money, but the tickets will be back up. But what it looks like they're doing pretty much is, if you're an exhibitor, you kind of have the same thing. You can request a refund or a transfer. So it looks as if the option's up in your hands. If you're going to be an attendee, if you're going to be an exhibitor, guests, they don't really have anything on here as guests.
The guests they take care of everything.
They take care of, yeah.
And there's very few guests at San Diego, actually. There's very few.
And not only does the group that runs the San Diego Comic-Con also runs the WonderCon. So what they've been saying for WonderCon is WonderCon has been postponed. So they are looking to have that later this year, but they're going to be doing a WonderCon online. Right? I wonder how that's even going to turn out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't either. That's going to be stupid, I think.
You know, I've been watching some of these online.
Frogfoot, you think they're going to sanitize it for the likes of artists?
Oh, that's great.
They're going to try to thin the head.
Thin the head.
I've been watching
Well,
some of these-
let's thin the head.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that we
some of
got in
these
for
virtual
that, you know, because we were guests last year.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
That is neat. So you made it, man.
I made
just
it,
in
bro.
time.
That's right.
I made it.
But you guys been watching any like Polito's Con or Zenoscope has had quite a few
Yeah.
of them.
I saw Brian's that he put on for a bit, but it was like Saturday. Oh, no, he had it on Thursday, Friday. I've been kind of hunkering down. The only time I'm really online is I'll go in the morning and I'll do the Twitter and the Facebook. I got to do the Instagram more, but that's mostly on my phone. And I don't know. Blevin said I can download the app for my computer because I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this on my phone. And I'll definitely start doing the Instagram a lot more.
Yeah, you can do it on the PC. I don't think you can do it on a Mac yet, though.
Well, I got the PC here, but then I got to do everything together.
Yeah.
Well, you got to use the you got to use the browser version on the Mac.
So, but then I don't go online all day really because I'm drawing or I'm writing. You know, I'm doing word balloon placement. I can show you guys that how I'm doing my word balloon placement, and I know I can do it. Say
Or he's
on the
watching
computer.
TikTok. You know, what are you going to do?
I got to start doing TikTok. Matthew's been doing, and William does TikTok, so I got to start
It's like
doing
the
that.
thing, bro. It's like the thing. It's a TikTok way, bro. You got to do it.
Heck
You want to
yes.
be cool? You want to be cool? You want to be relevant in this world, my friend? You got to TikTok, bro.
I do want to be
The only
relevant.
other thing that's going to be TikToking in your house besides your clock is you, mofo.
Word,
Get on that.
motherfucker.
Lip sync, dance.
Word.
You're gonna see Billy like, I'm a savage. Ugh.
Dude, I'm gonna bring the word.
You watch
death
that shit?
back.
We want to see Billy do the TikTok dance right through a pane window.
Oh, are your kids like? What are your kids like dancing and stuff? Or are they doing like the lip singing, or the voiceover stuff?
Well, my Matthew's doing something where he's flying. He jumped. I don't know what he's doing. My nephews and niece did some kind of funny video about something with the butt that it was funny.
Part of the dance. The
Yeah,
twerking.
it's some dance thing or whatever. But but I want to do better stuff. Can I TikTok hunting a deer? Like when I shoot a deer tomorrow morning, I'm going deer hunting tomorrow.
Yeah, but you only have a certain amount of time.
Yeah, but that's all I need is a film. Well, it's just his trigger. So I just oiled up my shotgun.
I don't know. SJW, you know, that's
SJW.
hey,
with
there's
my
going to be
shotgun.
a firearm, so you know.
Well, maybe we'll get banned or whatever. Or would we get a strike? No, we didn't get a strike,
We
right?
didn't get a strike. No, we just got booted twice when Humberto was on.
Yeah, what's up with that, TJ?
I don't know.
I
They
don't
gave us
know,
back.
man.
They gave us back. You two gave us back the first half. The second half is lost in the abyss.
So, Niall, are you going
Yeah.
to combine the two together and make it a scheduled video?
Oh yeah, the lost episode, the one YouTube didn't
That's
want
a good
you to
idea.
see.
That's right.
The Lost episode will premiere tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Sharp. Yeah. So it's going to be coming out at 9
The
p.m.
episode YouTube didn't want you to see.
It's like the old
The
Girls
video
Gone
YouTube
Wild
did not
videos.
want you to see.
Like the old Girl Gone Wild commercials and stuff.
So, I'm going to go hunting tomorrow with a shotgun.
Nice,
Shoot a deer.
Yo.
nice.
Get some
Well,
meat.
I mean, you can hunt all year
The
round.
dog's
though.
running out of meat.
Yeah, but you can hunt all year round because you would have the nuisance out for
Yes.
the military
Because of
base, right?
Lyme disease.
Yeah. If you hit
Yeah.
them with a slug,
If
they're
you hit them with a slug, they're gutted.
pre-gutted, bro.
Oh, pre-gutted. If you shoot them in the gut, you don't want to gut shoot a deer.
No, you don't want to
I
gut
wanna
shoot a
gut
deer. When are we having the big venison dinner, man?
The fall, I guess. That's usually when we do it.
Will there be rice pilafs? I enjoy the rice pilafs.
You can ask Debbie about that. I'm not sure. I want to bring Debbie upstairs and ask her if there's going to be rice pilafs.
Do you want to get Debbie drunk again and have her come up?
And talk. She was bombing.
That
later.
was, yeah,
Maybe that was why we got shut down.
She's like, I'm drunk.
Yeah, she's like, I'm a
Zooming
little
She was
drunksy.
Zooming with her cousins in Michigan and my niece and my nephew and my niece. And she's like, I'm gonna open some wine.
3 bottles later. No, I'm joking.
No, she had a whole bottle herself, though.
Did she? Oh, wow.
She really drank a whole bottle. Do you see where she's leaning on me last night? She's just like, it's like, what are you doing?
And she's reading the comments. She's just going
Yeah,
through
she's
like no
like,
one else is there. Like no one else is there. She's like,
the interview.
It's like, look at that. I'm like, I don't read the comments.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was nuts. But yeah, man, let's get back to the topic at hand, gentlemen.
Yeah, Comic-Con.
What is going on? I mean, is that it? Do you think this is
Well,
it?
Scala, you got some. Well, let's be honest. Can we be honest, Scala, about something?
Let's
here?
be honest
You
here.
got some inside information, like from your wife as a teacher.
Yeah.
So what does she say? She said you think
Well,
this
they're
is
thinking that this is going on. Do I think what?
Do you think this is worse than some people may be making out to be?
Well, I kind of
Do they
wonder
know
because
don't know.
well, you kind of wonder, like, are we getting all the information on it? And not saying that it's a hoax or anything. I'm just saying, like, is it going to last longer? Is it going to, are we going to have another peak? Is something else going to be happening? Because, now they're prepping to start off, school the way they're doing it all now, virtually online. To start the next year, the next school year.
Yeah.
So what are they prepping for now? Is this just a worst case scenario? Let's just all stay on the path of worst case, right? Let's cover all of our let's dot all our I's, let's cross all our T's. Let's make sure that there's nothing else going on. Or is there something down the pike? Or are we just getting little bits of information? Other organizations are getting more. I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I mean, at the rate that this is all going, if certain things stay a certain way, as far as our industry is concerned, I mean, I almost foresee like no conventions happening. And then what do you do when you're an artist and you're in a huge majority of your income comes from those conventions?
Yeah,
that's how many online.
They're going to all take a huge hit.
It's
huge
going to
hit.
It's going to be an all online thing. And I mean, I'm really considering it. We've talked about it. I've put out feelers, to creators. If I host an online convention on Saturdays, invite, a couple creators on, give them each a couple hours slot or something to take commissions, get some money going, this and that, because they're doing it on their own. But, you need someone to moderate it. You need someone to watch it. You need to have a team behind you, right? Just like a real convention.
Yeah, well, I told you that Spencer Beck was putting together something, and I think he had it for like the 28th, 29th or something like that. And I told him, why don't you come on and we'll promote it and do all that? And he's like, yeah, that would be great. And
yeah, I mean, there's got to be more than one, There's got to be more than one thing going on. But so you got, what's that, TJ?
Well, you said about Spencer, and Billy. Spencer's got, people that love him, and Spencer's got people that hate him. And, I think that is going to be one of the things that are going to have people, I don't want to say avoid the virtual cons, but put up like by somebody like that.
Yeah, but if he's got Simonson and the Ramitas, and I mean, he's got so many big name people.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
No,
that's what they're going to care about. They're not going to care that it's him. I love the guy. So, and you know me, I like someone until you. I've never had a problem with Spencer, but because I'm in the original art, community
groups and everything. Yeah. There are people that he has. I mean, it's the same with any representative. Somebody's going to piss somebody off. It's just, because of the people that Spencer reps, are, like Perez and all those guys.
Perez is a part of it. Yeah, all those guys are going to be a part of it.
So, he's one that gets a lot of traffic, and he's going to have, just probably as many detractors as he has
Peterson,
supporters.
But Diamond says everything will be okay by mid-May.
Well,
Peter Cimetti's here. Hey, did we not invite Blevins or the Frankster?
They never replied to the text.
Bastards.
We sent out the group text. They didn't reply.
Bro's got to reply to the group text, huh? Yeah, right? I texted, right? What time did I text?
You texted. I said, yeah, bro, why not? Let's go live.
Let's see. Let's see. You guys had. Oh, that's you guys have to watch this. Wait a minute. Add it to the calendar. You guys want to go live tonight to talk about San Diego for a little bit. That's for me, Scala, at 6:45 p.m.
I know. I said, I think I can do that.
You said, I think I can do that. I said,
And I totally
wants to
ignored
do
the
it
time you
sooner?
said. I'm like, I'm not doing that sooner. What is he? A
Sooner than
nut?
later, maybe 7:30. You're
I'm
like,
like, Billy, does Billy remember who I am? I did reply. I even said Jem Mint gave us a shout out. What time did you reply, Blevins?
Blevins
Jeez,
reply.
that ain't no
Blevins
time
replies
soon.
like he sends his Facebook messages. They never come. There's no Blevins here. Blevins 903.
903,
Blevins
bro.
replied.
903.
Oh, he said Jem Mint is live with his huge 200 member giveaway, and he gave us an awesome shout out.
Yeah.
Jem Mint, we have to have Jem Mint on by himself.
Yeah, we're totally gonna have him on. That guy does some really great reviews, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's really cool. Really cool.
Well, let's book him.
Good,
we got the calendar here.
What's
What's he doing on?
Blevin,
What's he doing on? What's he doing on the 28th of April?
I don't know. I didn't ask him.
No. TJ, do you know what he's doing on the 28th of April?
He's getting busy with
We've got someone on the 23rd of April, don't we? It's a Thursday evening, this Thursday. Scala.
Yeah, we do have an awesome show this Thursday.
We have an awesome show, TJ.
Awesome
It's
show.
going to blow your doors off. I don't know if we should say anything.
I think we should. Do you want to?
Should I share a little picture?
You know what? You know what? There's not too many people on right now. Why don't you share a little image?
Is it going to make me furious?
No.
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 Well, you know.
Maybe. Well, for you, you're probably thinking more like furriness because you like to wear those weird animal mascot suits and like grind on people.
I'm gonna post one picture. That's a funny.
We don't talk about that.
That is a funny ass picture. Okay, so I got to click on. It's such a pisser. Hang on, let's see if I could get into it. Come on.
What's up? Just a kid from Brooklyn.
All right, here you go. So
Let's
I'm gonna share my
check what's going
screen. Hang on, let me do it first. Let me see.
Share your screen.
Let me share it. Hang on. Hello. Oh, we didn't even get to the whole thing with La Mole. Okay,
DJ,
so
you on Twitter?
What?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an account, I believe.
Never mind.
Actually,
you don't have his Twitter then. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He's full of it, man.
Well, let me. I do also still manage the Pittsburgh Comic-Con's Twitter account.
Oh, do you?
Even though we don't have that much activity anymore, but I still keep it around.
What the hell is the picture?
I don't know, dude. What are you doing? I'm not sharing this. This looks creepy.
Hang on.
Like, why is that little? Why? They're not normal,
Hang
Billy.
on, homie.
You can do that with a Reese's peanut butter cup?
Ooh.
Oh no, it's fabulous, isn't it?
Keep it
I've
room
seen some
temperature.
bad-
Oh, hang on. You know what it is? I got to go. I'm going to open another window in.
Do you want me to just pop?
No, I got to do this. You PC
Okay.
guys suck. PC suck,
What are you talking about? I got all my shit ready, dude.
dude.
Ear.
Okay, hang on. Images. All right, hang on. All right, here we go. I can do it now.
You can do it.
You could do it all night long, man.
You can do it, man. You can do it, man. Just put it right in there and just do it, man.
Yeah, you can do it all night long.
Speed on it, man. Just speed on it. Did you get it yet, dude? You're killing me, bro.
I'm thinking not.
He's fucking killing me. I could just
shut up. Hang on.
I told my wife, and she was like, "Oh my god, that's so awesome!"
All right, here's a good picture. It's so many funny pictures. I just laughed my ass off.
You got to get
Let me see if I can do this one. Notice it's all Pinterest, and when I have to do Pinterest, it pisses me off.
Why are you doing Pinterest? Just go to
because
Google.
all the things are like, "Hi kids, Pinterest, hello."
No, don't go to Pinterest. Jeez.
Billy, did you see that
He buys his underwear on
from
Etsy.
that thing you do is having a reunion?
Yeah, that's tonight at 7:00. They were supposed to have played.
They were doing it already.
Oh, really?
They're just
Yeah,
playing the movie.
they
They're playing the
blew it.
movie.
Shoot, I thought it was tomorrow.
I think it's Friday.
Today
It'll be online.
Today is Friday, right?
Yeah, I think it was. At
Dude,
7:00.
this staying home all the time, working from home, everything from home, I legitimately don't know what freaking day it is.
I have to think about it.
I'm like, geez, what day is it? Because it's usually a day I'd go out with my friends and we'd have some popcorns and soda pops at the movies. But we're not going to the movies tonight, you
We'll
know?
do that stuff.
Death Metal Hero!
Yeah! Get him a body bag! Yeah! I just want to open up one freaking page without all this Pinterest crap.
Dude, just go to Google and type the guy's name
Right.
in.
I did, and it's all everything is like Pinterest.
Can I please do it?
Here's a Twitter.
Oh my god.
Here's the eBay. Don't come on, give me a second. Fan pop. We'll go to that, see if that works. I just want a nice big picture.
People are leaving. The
I'm
people are
just starting to
gone.
get kind of worried of what Billy's looking for.
You're leaving.
What about a funny one from his show that they'll all know him from?
That's what I'm doing, man.
I've got it. I'm putting it up.
All right, you do it. You do it then.
Can I do it, Billy?
Yeah.
You can do it.
Are you sure, Billy?
Well, I just said, all right, hang on. Let me see if I can share it.
I got nothing to share.
All right, let me see if I can share. Let me see.
Did you put the screen up, Billy?
Give me a second. Hang on. Give me a second. Share screen. Heck yes. The browser has blocked your browser.
All right,
has
I'm gonna
blocked
pop up
your
an image,
screen.
okay?
Yeah,
can I do?
I put it on the other monitor. Forget it. Don't mind.
No,
me.
I'm gonna just pop up the image.
Pop
Ready?
it, man.
Do you want to say his name and then I'll pop it?
You can do it. It's all you, man. This is your boy. He's actually
All
my
right.
boy.
It's your boy. It's your boy. All right, Thursday,
April 24th, coming to you live will be Thomas Lennon. Dun dun dun. April 23rd, Niall.
24th.
April 23rd.
Your text says the 24th.
Thursday is April 23rd. Coming to you live, April 23rd.
Thomas Lennon from Reno 911, The Odd Couple, and many movies you've seen on the big screen.
Heck yes, Lieutenant Dangle's in the
Lieutenant Dangles. Come on, guys, isn't that great? Aren't you all excited?
That's gonna be a good show, man. It's gonna be great.
Freaking hilarious.
And then we have a show. So we have a show Tuesday, right? Or the Week in Comics.
The Week in Comics.
The Week in Comics, and we might have a special guest for that, right?
I don't know anymore.
And then are we going to do our Hollywood horror stories and have Jimmy Palmiotti on?
Hell yeah. Wednesday night.
All right.
We're going to have Jimmy on that one, and Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, and Todd McFarlane.
And Kevin Smith.
On that one.
Kevin
Smith's
Smith.
going to pop in.
Kevin Smith.
And then we're all going to wake up from our fantasies, and yeah, that's what that's going to be.
Well, Jimmy said, you want, what did he say? You want Bruce Timm on?
He's like, you want Bruce Timm on? Paul Dini?
How about Bruce? Want to get
naming
Bruce
all
Timm?
this stuff. What?
I'm like, what?
Of course I do. 10-year-old Niles freaking like, okay. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frogfoot, what's happening? Whoop. Balls of Fury. Yes, he was great in Balls of Fury, Blevins.
Yes. Balls of Fury. What?
Hi.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
So, know what else happened?
Hey, bro, how
today?
you feeling?
Live?
Yeah, we're live. Come and say hello.
Come and say hello. Hey, Matthew, come on the screen and say hello to the guys, yeah?
Say hello to the guys,
Hey, it's
Matthew.
Matthew. How you doing,
Hey,
Matthew? Come on.
Matthew.
Matthew, what was that thing you did on TikTok?
What thing?
The thing you did where you flew across the
Oh,
room.
the.
Just-
Let me get it.
it's really funny. I'm like, how did you do that?
Set up like a bar above the refrigerator. And I swung across it and landed.
What, at the refrigerator in the kitchen?
In the kitchen. Look.
You want to show?
It's not going to show up, but.
Oh, well, why is it so dark?
Oh, here. Wait. Oh, yeah.
Because
I have my brightness super low.
it's
So.
the dark web.
It's the dark web.
To avoid copyright, I'll turn down the music.
Can you go live with me? Can you make me big?
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Stop it.
There you go. He just like flew.
Stop it.
Here you go.
Oh, there you
This is when mom says it's your turn on the Xbox.
go.
See?
Oh, that's hilarious. That's what you're gonna start doing. That's what Billy's gonna start
What's
doing.
up? Oh, my foot. Ow.
Dang.
There's also this one. Which is, this one's really funny.
Don't play the music though.
Yeah,
This
don't play
one's
the
not
music. I'm gonna
copyrighted.
copy strike.
That was not
Yeah.
copyrighted.
Are you doing a
It's a
duet?
bunch of people with cool special effects and stuff, and then it's just me in a sweatshirt with my my legs through the arms.
Through the arms.
Hey, have you guys gotten haircuts?
I got one right before, like the very last day. They're like,
What
all
time did you get to the barbershop?
Me?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know. Usually when I go to the barbershop, I get up at like 4:30 in the morning. I get there for like 5:30.
I know, that's crazy. Tell me that. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm like tweeting and doing all that shit. And everyone's like, what are you doing up? I'm like, getting a haircut. They're like, why so early? I'm like, so I can talk to the World War II vets.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe you could take me off screen. I'm on big screen now.
I just like it this way.
No, stop.
All right.
So I'm doing I have to do I think this is for Ernest, and it's the steampunk she commission, which is good about me not doing these conventions, and I can do some commissions, you know? I can finish the commissions I owe and then take on some new ones.
There you go.
And maybe do the commission live, and that could be one of those that could be one of the
That's
Friday
what I'm
night.
saying. Friday night.
Friday night commission with Tooch.
There you
Friday night
go.
commissions with Tooch.
I
Right?
gotta get
think
caught
that-
up. But I'll be like, who wants a commission? I will draw it live Friday night.
I think that's the other. I don't want to say problem with the virtual cons, but it doesn't seem to. At least the ones I've watched so far haven't seemed to be very orderly in terms of how do you get on the list for commissions and the whole process.
Yeah.
I think if somebody comes up with a way to queue the people up and everything else, that would definitely be a game changer.
Well, that's what
as a
right
consumer,
now?
though, what was that?
That's what we can do. We can have, and we go, we can run that whole thing for people.
Oh yeah, I used to do similar stuff for like Facebook auction shows and things, and what we used to do.
So, do you guys think that the show? I mean, I know that some shows they will put on their shows. Some people will put on their cons. Maybe the smaller ones, but what about the bigger ones? Spencer Beck. What's his name from Heroes Con? Shelton Drum.
Oh, Shell.
I mean, Shelton's like, we're on. And that's June 15th, 16th, 17th, or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, you can.
Well, I think
there's going to be some people coming on, but I mean, I'm sure you're obviously like, are they going to allow people to do refunds? Are they going to make it that way, or you're out of it?
Yeah.
Is it going to hurt you, or is it going to make it better? Or worth it? I mean, think about it, right? If you're uncomfortable with it, you're not going to go. Are they stuck now, or are they going to refund the tickets? How does that impact the show?
All I know is that there are people freaking out. And there was a funny video by one of our friends on YouTube, I think today or yesterday, and someone who would make jokes about him and his friends or his crew, for years. And then he's like, got the pencils down. Notice today. And it was like, wow. It really puts things in perspective,
Yeah.
Pretty brutal.
we got the,
I laugh. I was like, wow, that's pretty funny.
hotspots.
Karma's a bitch. So, be a nice guy. Be nice, right? TJ, you're nice. I'm nice.
Absolutely.
Scott was nice.
Absolutely. And if you look at the hotspots of this crap, everywhere that has the, the bigger numbers, I guess we would want to say, are the places that have the heavy airport traffic.
Yeah.
And Charlotte's a major hub, East Coast hub.
Yep.
So Shell might, he may get some pushback from the state.
Yeah.
On that, but then again, he might not. I mean, I haven't really seen, North Carolina is one of the big hot spots on the East Coast. It's predominantly been, Virginia and Philly and New York, obviously, and Boston, Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole thing is that you don't know. You just don't know. And are the crowds going to go? Scala, are the crowds going to be there?
I don't think so. I don't think you're going to get a big crowd at some of these things, and especially right now.
You know, it's so
there's
funny
a
because
lot going
I
on.
told
I feel like
Debbie,
you're
Debbie and
in-
I had an argument earlier this year. I'm like, I don't want to do any more shows. I need a break.
Yeah.
I want to take a break from these shows. Because last year I did what?
There's always the the joke about the comic fans being the great unwashed masses.
Yeah.
So I mean, you look at it that way. Yeah, they're going to show up. Well, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. That's true.
That is true.
I think
celebrities, though. I mean, I doubt the celebrity guests are going to come.
Has anybody heard from Mitch?
Brightweiser? Oh, Mitch. Well, Mitch is in August, so I think Mitch is hanging on until August. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure that I'm sure he's hanging on.
I talked to Frank Thierry. Thierry's like, I am not leaving this house until there's a vaccine.
I mean,
the scary thing is, and again, I'm corrections. I'm not medical, but the whole thing is that even though this is a new virus, they're really not sure how much, of like the SARS virus and the stuff, may have given people some partial immunity.
Yeah.
That, you may have, and again, you may have already had it, not even known it.
Yeah. What if you already had the flu this year?
Yeah.
Well, now they're saying the outbreak started in September.
That's what we're hearing.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
You know what? Well, I got to be honest with you, and if we could talk this, I'm so pissed off is that no one in the press is talking about the Chi-Coms. You know what I mean? The Chinese government and what they did, that they unleashed germ warfare. And I think that's what it was. I think that they were developing a germ warfare thing, and it got out. Somebody made a mistake. Someone got infected by it or something. He got out, went home. You know what I mean? And infected his family members or something like that. And I really think that's. I'm just curious what you guys think. But people owe so much to China because they give so much stuff for cheap. You know what I mean? They make stuff so cheap, and you see the way the majority of the Chinese people live. I mean, it's a third world country, unless you're part of the commie bourgeoisie.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at China, the first world is on the coast.
Yeah.
Beijing and up, going up the coast and down the coast. But the more interior you go, I mean, it becomes more and more of a third world nation.
Yeah. And I gotta tell you, I was I'm glad that the president, was calling them out and with the travel ban and all this crap that they did. But look at Hollywood. I mean, here's a perfect example. Hollywood owes so much to China. I watched Midway the other day. I don't know if Scott, did you see Midway yet?
Yeah, it's good, man.
And the whole production company, all the executive producers are Chinese. So all these films are being funded by China. And then they're getting financed by China, and then they have such a huge distribution in China. They're making billions. You know what I mean? Off of China, millions, millions of dollars, not billions. Well, the whole industry is. But an interesting thing about China is if you look at with Hollywood, remember the whole thing with Free Tibet movement? Whatever happened to that? Remember, all Hollywood was all behind Free Tibet, and that just died. And here's another thing. And Scholar, we had this conversation. Whatever happened to Richard Gere's career? Because he's openly, right? I mean, he's openly Free Tibet.
Yeah.
He's gone. He has called the Chinese out. You haven't heard from him, have you? You haven't seen him in the movies.
Nope.
Richard Gere?
Richard Gere. Well, what? He was nominated he won a Golden Globe for Chicago, and then I'm just saying, these open people, these people that are all these proponents for Free Tibet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then they're all gone. All of those people that were really behind the Free Tibet movement, going against the communist Chinese government, they're gone now from Hollywood's, from the face of Hollywood.
Oh yeah, I mean, Richard Gere was, and Richard Gere has been an A-list star for years. I mean, since American Gigolo.
Yeah.
And who are we hearing from the most? It seems. It's like Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm definitely out of the I don't follow the Hollywood.
What about
Yes, I have no clue.
Yeah. No. What about like the NBA? Right, with the whole thing that they tell one of the was it Doc Rivers or somebody said, forget who it was, about that he supports the Hong Kong, the people in Hong Kong wanting to be free from China. You know what I mean? Or just the China's reneging on their deal, and that they're imposing that, with all the protests and everything like that. They shut him down. And you have LeBron James attacking the free, Hong Kong movement. Why? How much? Because NBA is so huge in China.
Yep.
They're hypocrites. It's disgusting that this country is not being called out on this. It's unbelievable. And I'm pissed off. I can be honest with you.
Just a kid from Brooklyn that has a good point too. Richard Gere is a huge Buddhist.
Yeah, he's a big time Buddhist, and you haven't seen him in a movie, have you? You haven't seen him in nowhere, nothing, because he wouldn't keep his mouth shut. He's unapologetically a Buddhist, and he's for and he's for a free Tibet, friends with the Dalai Lama, all that stuff. Am I wrong? Just a kid from Brooklyn?
Am I wrong?
I'm waiting for his response.
I'm waiting for his response too.
Yeah,
I like this now.
You like talking into the mic like that? You're off your the arm, right? You're on the back on the stand.
I'm on this one.
There you go. So much easier.
The arm is badass and it looks good in pictures, but
Just
it's kind of not
Brooklyn
really.
Says you're never wrong, Billy. Never wrong.
What'd he say? What?
You're never wrong, Billy.
I'm never wrong.
He just says never, Billy. But we
Yeah.
Let me put this over here.
So
I don't know, dude. I mean, you can have there could be conspiracy theories, this and that, and the other thing. Whatever it is, it's happening now. You can call someone out on it, but I mean, at the point now is everyone just got to stay safe. Unfortunately for me, I know people have died from it. People I've gone to high school with. I've had family members that haven't died from it, but thank God they're recovering from it now. They're from the worst of it, but I've got friends where I'm at now that have passed away. People I've known growing up that are now, they passed away from the complications and all that stuff. So whatever it is, it's real. And unfortunately, there is a demographic that's not surviving it.
Well, Tom Duranick, his brother had it and is recovering, and his father had it. And his father was in a lot worse shape than his brother was. I haven't seen a recent update like today or anything, but his father was looking like he was going to get through it, and his brother was already, pretty much on the recovery side of things. But and he's out of Scranton, PA.
Yeah,
and that's kind of halfway between where I am and where Billy is. So I mean, it's not like it's other side of the country.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's huge up in me and Billy's neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Can you guys hear me okay? Is my audio okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
I can hear him.
You're fine. Where'd you go? What were you doing?
Down here.
I
moved the mic from up here. I moved the mic from up here down here, but I had to unplug said mic to do so.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure my audio is okay.
Well, instead of the depressing topic of the coronavirus, there's some other good, interesting news today is that, Diamond's basically saying, mid-May, we're back up and running, we're shipping. And then you've got DC who's like, well, yeah, a week before you guys are back in business, we're going to already start distributing again anyways. And we're going to be going through UCS comic distributors and Lunar distribution. So now we've got two distributors, and I think what they're doing is they've taken two locations, and it seems like they're dividing the country in half. All right, you're going to deal with this part of the country, you're going to deal with that part of the country. So now you've got two more distributors that can now compete with Diamond.
Well, there's nothing wrong with having multiple distributors. There used to be multiple distributors, and that's what began the ruination of the comics with the whole distributor wars.
Yep.
Is because Marvel decided, in '96 to distribute their own comics.
That Heroes World fiasco.
And it was a fiasco.
Yeah.
I was managing a store at that time, and it was horrible. Heroes World had no clue. It was terrible. We couldn't get an account with Heroes World, but they would let us do back orders. So we were basically ordering our comics as back orders to ship the week they came out.
Really?
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nuts. That's nuts. But yeah, as of the 27th, I hate this website. The Bleeding Cool website has so much freaking ads on it. It's so annoying. It pops all over the place. On Tuesday, 27th of April, they will have they'll be starting their print runs. Getting the books are going to go back in the print, and then they're going to be starting to be distributed.
Yeah, but whose books?
DC's. This is just
DC's.
DC. This is DC. So their exclusive deal with Diamond has been terminated. I don't know if Diamond's still going to be doing it. I haven't. I know there is Diamond's response. I have not checked into that article just yet. But it appears that now if DC is going to be using these two, and now opens these other distributors up to handle, other companies. And if they're not just handling the whole country, maybe their rates can be cheaper. Who knows what can be done,
Yep.
And again, I like the Jeppies. I think they're stand-up guys.
Yeah, I love them. I do.
But this is just business. This is business, this is distribution. But I mean, I think it's going to be a good thing. I think if we get back to that time when we had other distributor outlets like we did in the 90s and things like that, my buddies who own shops said, that was it was so much easier back then buying.
Yeah,
it was. When you could just call up Capital.
Yeah.
And say, hey, you guys have any of this in stock? Oh yeah, and it would be, basically in your shop 2 days later. Now, and I don't know how. I mean, I still have friends that own
the
stores.
Great Renzini's here,
and
you're right, Dale.
She's had a different Diamond customer rep. I think within the last 2 years, she's gone through like 4 Diamond reps.
I know.
When I was there, I mean, I had one person, and they'd been there for like 5 years, and they were there for like another 3 or 4 years after I left.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it just boom.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was, who knows? I mean, was it problems at that point within Diamond, or is it just the nature of customer service reps? I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
But I like DCBS. They run InStockTrades.com, and I've done a lot of business with InStock Trades.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, when I was in different parts of the country, I would use their subscription service, and I never had a problem with that either. So, distributing DC direct may be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this is going to grow and how it's going to traverse on its path down the way. Because it's interesting. 2020. COVID brought in a lot of things that caused us to shut down stuff, right? But this is also when other businesses or people take the risk and the opportunity to kind of seize the day.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when the giants are down, it gives the medium-sized guys and the smaller guys time to run over them. Climb over them and get their hand on something. This is when deals can be made and had. And this is when things really change. I think 2020 is going to be a huge change for many industries, the way we live in general. I think we're going to see a lot of changes come of this, good and bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you, the winners out of all this are going to be DoorDash, Grubhub, those companies, Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Because, I haven't seen many numbers yet, but, those guys have just got running themselves ragged in most metro areas.
Oh, yeah. It's incredible. But the only thing, too, is they've also, they're not charging for certain things and all this other stuff. And they're doing a bunch of really, great things, like some free delivery services for certain, if it's like hospitals need something or this and that, or orders have to be ran, they're not getting charged those fees right now.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. But
Yeah.
and I don't know if Peter Simeti's still in the chat, but I mean, even like with his plans for distribution, I mean, hopefully he's taking the reins or has the opportunities to really start pushing that right now.
Yeah.
That might be the niche for them and time to get in. Not saying to go to DC and Marvel stuff for stuff. They're big corporations. They can float themselves. They can do things. They can create companies if they need something, right?
Yeah.
With
Well,
their parents.
yeah,
Parent
I don't know.
company.
I think things are changing too, because if you look at the market, the market is up 28% from its March 23 low. I just saw it in the Times. And this week, and it's not a good thing, nothing's good, but this week there was 5 million people, another 5 million people filed for unemployment. But last week was 7.5 million. And the week before that was like 6.6 million. You know what I mean? So maybe it spiked last week, nationally.
Yeah.
And that's hopefully the numbers are going to go lower with the amount of people that are applying for unemployment insurance, and it's something we can handle. But you got to start rolling. Someone had said about truck drivers, Frogfoot. Get them truckers going, man. This machine in this country is this economic engine of this country is unlike anything the world's ever seen. Just like World War II being, the arsenal of democracy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What we can do and we can create, and people got too it was just too easy and too cheap to buy crap at Walmart, you know what I mean, and cheap stuff made by the Chinese, and they're making $1 a day, these people, or something, you know what I mean. They're living in squalor, and we benefit from it. And maybe it's a time that we should, buy American, that's what we're looking at with our printers now. I had a big conversation with Nikki Barucci today about a project that's launching in mid-May. And we had a great conversation, and even him with his printers. He's like, I got printers. Send me your rates, and I'll put you in touch with them. Because even the printers we're finding, there are so many people wanting to print books now, the few printers that are open, that they're going to give the bigger companies, they're going to give them away. They're going to put them way ahead of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're like, this guy's small. He's only going to order, I don't know how many books, you know what I mean? 5,000 books, 6,000 books. But you got somebody, you know what I mean? But Nick was like, listen, I'm going to introduce you as you're part of Dynamite, and we'll get, you know what I mean? We'll hopefully be able to get up, because with the printers being out of business, and if you saw, we got all our Tucci Trooper patches, that giant box of them.
Yeah,
Thank goodness for that. Everything's so shut down, but it's slowing down all of our other campaigns. We want to launch Shihotaru next. And then our other book that's in the summer, in September, say. If we do Shihotaru now in June, the next book will be in, say, September. But if we do it in September, that book I know I can get out by November, and we can get one more campaign in, especially if we're not doing the shows. So that'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, that is great.
Something's got to be opened,
Yeah.
But I think that the ones are benefiting are us who are crowdfunding. These self-publishers, these creator-owned books, because people are going to need their comics, and the content is good. And it's not just us. Remember, we were bitching about making fun of some of the books and all that have come out, the whole New Warriors thing and stuff like that. But people, it's not just us talking about it. It's the industry is really talking. 200,000 people gave it the thumbs down compared to the 3,500 people that gave it the thumbs up.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Well, the only tough thing though with crowdfunding is I think you get more traffic now, right? People are home, people are watching the show.
Yeah.
Content creators like ourselves, or we have Adam Post just popped into the chat. You get creators like that who are also doing videos and things, are trying to put more content out there, especially in this time. Just to whatever escapisms we can create. The only thing too, though, that unfortunately as crowdfunding creators and whatnot, you still have that one flaw of like they can't pick up their books right away. You can't, they'll support, they'll do this and that, but then they still have to wait for the production of the book. So it's cool that that's there, but I think there's still going to be this little gap of like, I can't go get my pulls, my pull list and things like that right now. But I think we're definitely seeing that spike in the support of the crowdfunding campaigns. So I think they're starting to look at it more, and the creators are looking at it more. I'm not going to name drop, but I'm getting DMs, I'm getting messages, I've exchanged phone numbers with creators who are like, how do I do this? How do I do this? And I'm like, I don't have all the answers for you, but let me know what you want to do, and I'll help you out. We'll help you out. That's what we do.
That might not even be a bad show, is if we have mainstream creators or the convention artists that they want to do this and have them on. Say, how you doing? Because there are some of these guys that do 40 conventions a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're out. They're out of work.
Oh,
And
definitely.
that's why I want to thank all of you guys out there too, because you guys were able to allow me not have to do these shows and not worry about it. You know what I mean? And I was so shocked because, pleasantly surprised. I didn't know that people were going to respond to She like they did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And I owe it to the fans. And, comics, just like all other, the entertainment industry is a service industry.
Yeah.
You want to do your arty book that, your Aunt Tilly and some of your friends from, art college want to buy.
Hey, Aunt Tilly.
Hello, Aunt Tilly.
You're on your camera mic, bro.
What?
You're on your camera mic. No, apparently not, because you just went to it and we got no
increase in the volume, sir.
Holy shit. You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch, you. Why you son of a bitch? A little better?
Yeah, much better.
A little better?
Apparently,
Much better.
Apparently, the mic wasn't prepared.
I had to unplug it earlier today, earlier in the stream, but now I'm back.
He's back. Excellent.
Did you see Niall doing it?
Herrenberg's
there, like like Vito Corleone going, with some creator, offering to make him a deal he can't refuse, teach him how to do crowdfunding.
Yeah, I don't want to teach anyone to do anything. Do it. You can learn yourself. There's a lot of great YouTube shows. There's a lot of great way, and trust me, I'm just talking to a bunch of my buddies. A lot of them are panicking, and rightly so. But a lot of them were also dicks to people, and they were, and to and fans and things like that. And now, well, maybe this is a lesson to you to be nice. I see Skylar's uncomfortable where I'm going with this, so I'm gonna.
What? No, I'm reading.
I don't want to get banned. I have another screen up because I was thinking of inviting someone on, so I'm trying to see if I can find their DM. I would do that if I were you.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody! Thomas Lennon's coming on next week.
No, keep going, keep chatting away, bro.
Hey, I was thinking of we were talking about DCBS and Midway Comic or Midtown Comics. I wonder how much of that deal had to do with the Comics Hub deal that fell through.
Well, Comics Hub. Yeah. Well, I don't know much about that. It failed, right? Gloriously.
But apparently everything was green light to go, and then all of a sudden, it was like within 24 hours. The whole deal fell apart.
Well, wasn't it just some guy who said, "Yeah, I want to do this," but he had no knowledge of distribution and all, right?
That I think was part of the the end result. Yeah, was that Comics Hub is more of a store focused system, allowing a store to put in their inventory and put it out there for sales. So even though he had, the contact information basically for stores, I don't think he had any concept on, the logistics involved to, distribute nationally.
Yeah.
It's lame.
But
everything needs to just go digital. Just make everything digital. That's it.
No one's going to buy it. People want comics.
I'm joking.
I don't even think we're going to do a digital She level next. I think
how am I going to bootleg it then? Come on, I got to make some money. Jeez. I go to Staples and I have them print me bootlegged ones from a digital copy.
Thank you. Now.
I'm like, this is the finest 8x11 comic book. There's just a staple in the top right corner. Like, it's not even on the left side.
You know what's crazy is
Whatever.
I do custom binds.
Fucking guys.
So
You do what?
I do
Custom
custom
what?
binds. Custom binds.
Oh, I think so.
You
You
bust
blew
a
the line.
rhyme? You and
Custom
Friday?
binds. No. I take, like for instance, the Blue Devil series from DC.
Dude, I love Blue Devil.
Yeah.
Holy
So what I
shit,
did was
Herrenberg's
I
Holy
had the entire
shit.
series. Hey, Herrenberg. I took the whole series.
Is that Herrenberg?
Hey,
Herrenberg, you got your YouTube on. Is that Herrenberg? There you go.
I'm good.
There you go. What's going on?
Hey guys, I was I don't know, just binging some show and yeah, that's all.
I'm sorry, TJ. Go ahead. So continue.
Well,
Just tell the story.
So yeah, I'll take entire series or runs.
Mm-hmm.
Put them together, send them to a bindery, and then they come back as library bound books.
Yeah.
Well, what I used to be able to do was create, image covers for them. You could design it, send it to the bindery. They would get it printed off on Mylar, and then use that as the cover wrap for the hardback.
Right.
Well, the bindery I use doesn't do that anymore, so I'm like, okay, no big deal. I'll just get freaking dust jackets printed. You'd be surprised at the number of like Staples and stuff that are so afraid because there's images that aren't, I don't own on the dust jackets. They won't print them.
Right.
But the one down the street will. So I mean, it's not even like it's a consistent thing.
Yeah, FedEx says the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and but it's a good way to take books that I don't want to I'm never going to sell. I'm never going to get rid of because I have a lot of them signed by Paris Cullen, and I have other guys signing them. So it's neat. I have them. They're in 2 volumes, and they sit on my bookshelf and look good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
That is cool, man.
That is cool.
but that's the thing.
What a hobby.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. With digital comics, can't do that.
Of course.
They're
Unless you have a high quality printer, then you can make your own.
well,
Niall Scala wants to put comic shops out of business.
well, print your own comics. That could become a thing.
No. You think?
Why not?
I think it's bull. I think you're yanking my yanker. This guy.
So Herrenberg, give us a scoop, man. What's going on with you, brother?
Well, everything's kind of shut, but I'm trying to get some comic book production going. Trying to sell some comics. You guys have looked at that Facebook page, the Plan C page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been reaching out to stores on that page, trying to get do some direct networking, creator to store type stuff. While we're waiting for this lockdown to lift. Yeah, it's pretty tough, and it'd be great if Alterna was ready with a distribution model. But yesterday, I think on a stream, Peter said it would be months before he was ready with that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. But
undertaking. It really is. It's a huge
it's massive, I would say.
Well, he says he has 140 stores, but then actually, when you look on his site itself, the people who order directly from him, it's about 38 or 39, including, by the way, New Dimension, our boys Todd and John.
Yeah.
But he claims 140. He can do 140, but there's only 38 or 39 on his site right now. So.
And speaking of John, the Three Rivers Con is another one that got canceled.
Totally until next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
No more news from Mitch about Terrificon. There's nothing new on his site at all.
Nope. Looks like as it is. I think he's still on schedule.
I think he's just. I think he's on schedule. I think they have to feel it out and see what's going on. There's probably a window, right? I'm sure there's a window he has, and since he's not going to be till August, you know, maybe he's got about another month to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mohegan Sun has to reopen.
Yeah, I mean, they're all talking about this 3-stage gradual reopening in 3 stages, 3 tiers, 3 stages. So, or at least that's what the speech was about today at the briefing. So,
I think places like Mohegan Sun, the casinos that are run by the Indians, I think they're going to open up earlier because they're like, we're opening.
Native Americans.
The
Native Americans.
Native Americans, Billy. That's why I'm here, bro. That's why
Billy has his own reservations. So
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I
think I had a Lotus Light.
Let's get Mitch on. Let's see if Mitch wants to come on and talk.
Mitch Halleck, yeah.
Let me see if I got his number. Let me see.
I
don't know if I have Mitch's phone number. Isn't that weird?
Got it.
Oh, call him.
Say, Mitch, would you like to come on to our show?
I love doing that. Oh, dang. Kissel Van Diver. This is my friend Kissel right here.
Comics?
Crystal, who I'm probably only going to see like 9 more times now and forever because, San Diego was canceled. That was number 10. No one knows what we're talking about. Kissel, I talked to Bo Smith today, and he says hello. Bo Smith and I are going to have our virtual shin kicking contest. So we're trying to figure that out. What? What was that?
I said, yeah, that's right.
Oh, so we're going to have to do I think we're going to get a piece of wood and kick it and see who quits first. I think that's what we're going to do. Mike Renzini says he's never selling his Michael Turner comics. Yeah, you're going to sell them.
Yeah, you'll need to sell them.
You're going to need to sell. No. Mike is a huge Michael Turner. He's a Michael Turner fanatic. That's his favorite.
I got some Fathoms. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Mike Renzini is missing like 1 or 2 issues of the complete Turner collection. Renzini, type out the issues you have because you never know. Heroenberg might have it, bro. Or TJ.
Yeah.
These guys are master collectors.
Not really, but I do have some Fathoms almost sitting right near here.
Kissel's, you're going to get the virus. Some woman sneezed on Crystal. She's she works in a optometrist's office.
Oh wow!
And she was checking some woman's eyes, and the woman just sneezed right in her face.
Oh, no.
Didn't cover up or anything.
That's horrible.
She had a mask on, but not eye protection.
Unbelievable.
Well, Heroenberg, as well as me, that, starting, Sunday at midnight or tomorrow at some point, we can't go anywhere without a mask.
Oh, really? They're making it mandatory?
Did the mayor say that?
No, the governor.
Oh, my God. I didn't see that announcement.
Yes, stores can stop you from going in. The store's like, sorry, you can't come in.
To be politically incorrect, our Secretary of Health, RuPaul, I think she was the one that RuPaul. Our state Secretary of Health has a alternate lifestyle.
Oh, really? And, you tell. I find this fascinating.
Her name is Dr. Rachel Levine.
Yes.
Rachel Levine,
however, she was born Richard Levine.
Oh.
And,
oh boy.
But again, it's a comment for the sake of making the comment. She's very competent at her job, so I take nothing from her on that. But
I'm gonna run downstairs for a second because I'm gonna give you guys a little lesson about masks that goes back to when I was in the Army about gas. So give me a second.
Is this like the toilet paper thing?
This is similar, but this is about gas because you might not have your gas. You're always supposed to have your gas mask with you, but there are going to be times when you don't.
I think the toilet paper thing was about gas too.
I'll be right back. Hang on.
So you guys like comic books?
Yeah, I got some Fathoms right here for you.
Nice. Let's do a comic book auction right now. All right. So let's start holding up your stuff.
Well,
all books start at 25 cents every book. 25 cents.
Hold on a second. Where did they go?
What are you doing? What the heck are you doing, TJ?
Oh, I'm just looking at what I got up here on the shelf.
Nice. Should we invite some people from the chat on the show?
I got History of the DC Universe 1 and 2, signed by Perez.
That's stupid.
I know.
Put it away. There's gonna be like videos of me on Twitter telling people this shit's stupid. I'm just
Then I got this crazy book handy.
That's stupid.
I know. Why would you order something like that?
Oh my gosh, TJ and Herrenberg, keep your fingers crossed. I'm waiting for a response from the Todd father for coming on the show.
Yeah.
Oh.
That would be awesome.
When's that happening?
I want to do it before his campaign ends. That's the goal. So whenever I
Yeah.
can get him is the day I do a show.
Cool.
Very cool.
All right.
Amazing.
There's no
Let me get
guarantees
some
there. I
matches.
made it to the final person, I believe. So let's keep our fingers crossed. I'd love to have him on. To me, in my eyes, in my opinion, I mean, he's the closest thing now that we have to like a Stan Lee. You know?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Well, him and Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
You never got Humberto on for a third try, did you?
No,
He's
you know
coming
what?
back.
He's going to come back on the show.
I talked to him today.
Maybe I don't know. I mentioned, because I don't know about you guys. We really are fans of there you go, Crimson. Boom. Fans of the Strange Academy. I think it's pretty good. I don't know. We talked maybe about even having Scotty Young on with them.
Scotty Doon. All right, I'm going to show you guys a trick. Can I have the screen real quick?
Okay.
Here's a trick from the infantry. So I've been wearing this mask, right?
Yep.
So I've been wearing this mask until the other day. Then I'm like, oh my god! And I remember something we learned in the army. And there's a thing with gas, So here's a match, and this is what you should test yourself. I mean, something's better than nothing. But if you look at this, if I wear this mask, right, like a lot of people wearing bandanas and things like this, this is a test, and you can do it with a lot of stuff. So I like this, right? See that?
That's no good.
That's no good. I wear my M95, and because I'm a man, and I had these from spackling, industrial spackling, Niall.
No, residential.
Residential.
Is that what they're calling that now?
Little baby.
But you get your N95, you get one of these. If you guys have these, right? Do the same thing. Light it up. Whoop. See? So you got to wear a better. So you wear a better mask. That's something with gas. So we learned that about gas is to try different things, your BDUs, things like that, to protect you, because like we always had like little silk pieces of parachute we'd wear around us, like silk like that. It was just like a thing you wore around your neck. It's kind of a cool status thing. Like, oh, if there's gas, put that on. And it's just like this, like no. So
Yeah, well, I'm a big diver, so I just
Get a
walk
good
around with my oxygen tank.
there you go. You should walk around with that. I have my Archie McPhee horse head mask. I could probably wear
His
that.
mask.
Look at that, Rover.
Yeah, I went and got it while you were doing your demo. I went and got it, but I heard what you said.
Nice. Billy was at the Battle of the Somme. Oh, you bastard. Frog foot.
That's right, Dale. Hey,
The
women
great
breathe
Ranzini
their
wants to
bestest.
know, I'm curious to know what Peter sometimes is dealing with regarding getting his comics into stores. Herrenberg, have you had a conversation with Peter about that?
All he would say is that he wasn't even going to be remotely ready to do it until at least June. He's pushed it back a couple times already, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? It's great Ranzini. He's got to push it. He's got to push his books. Because let's face it, a lot of retailers don't want they don't push new books. That's why a book like Strange Academy took a lot of people by it took a lot of people by storm, because they didn't really. I mean, they did push it, but not like, say, they did the big video launch and all this crap. So retailers don't want to push a book. Retailers want books that come in that they know people are going to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Peter's going to get a lot of resistance from them until they prove that it's sold, like what happened with She and Lady Death and certain books like that they just hit like, oh my gosh, wow. You know what I mean? And then the retailers will support you. But, they've got so much going on, retailers, trying to make a living. They can't afford, believe it or not, they can't afford to take chances on books. You have to really be a seller, and you got to sell them or ship them your books if you're a new publisher or an alternative publisher or like an Alterna. You're gonna have to send them books, maybe even on consignment or something like that, I think.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. To be perfectly honest, I mean, Peter is amazing, just a really good businessman, but he doesn't have any superhero books on his roster. None, actually. And I don't think he has had any for a long time. So if people are looking for that specific thing, they don't have it yet on the roster at Alterna,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird because a lot of the indie books aren't books that are superhero books.
That's true.
It's really, I mean, you look at what is it, Skyfall? Is that Robert Kirkman's superhero book? You look at that sales compared to, say, Walking Dead. I think also retailers also have their superhero books. They've got their old stablemates, and they rely on them. And that's why things are devastating when those books disappear. Mm-hmm. When you have Captain America is so popular, and then all of a sudden you turn him into a Nazi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The mainstream people, like what, like fans, like normal people that go in, they're normies. They're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, but I do remember, in the earlier 2000s, there were a bunch of indie superhero books.
And there was?
Yeah, I mean, I've been collecting them, and they were given a chance. Whether you're talking about Invincible on Image or Dynamo 5, and stuff like that. So if a new Invincible or a new Dynamo 5 comes along and the retailers don't give it a chance, because it isn't from one of the big three, then I mean.
It was Invincible. That's Kirkman's superhero book.
That's Kirkman too. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Skyfall's the name of his company. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's one of the longest running superhero titles. It just, stopped last year. So if they don't give another Savage Dragon or another Invincible, whatever's coming up, if they don't give those kinds of books a chance, because they say, oh, we have enough superhero titles between Marvel and DC. Then we're stuff that me and Marvin are doing, for example, we're kind of shut out, because we don't do, zombie or horror things. So nothing wrong with that, of course. But yeah, like I said, Alterna doesn't have any of that genre, not yet.
Well, you've got to be the one that pushes it. That's it. You've got to push your book. You've got to help Peter. That's what it's all about. I mean, we're all salesmen, You got to be. You've got to push your book,
Mm-hmm.
Well, right. The label that Marvin originally came from, Short Fuse Comics, they have a lot of those types of indie superhero books. So, if a few labels like that, Alterna and Short Fuse, and a few other labels like that, kind of combine together, distro, and maybe Peter would eventually handle it, starting with his several dozen stores and expanding from there. Maybe he'd have something, kind of an indie distributor network. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's just will be interesting, and you make a good point too, though, and it's interesting because it's like everyone seems to be, in my opinion, from what I've seen, I don't research absolutely everything, but what I'm into and what I see, and I think many people can attest to this. It's like the way the superhero is kind of like gone to the wayside a little bit, and everyone's doing these different type of independent books, or even trying to hit these other type of genres, right, in the mainstream. But I'll tell you what, there's nothing wrong with a damn good superhero book, man. Like right now it's just, if they're to say, oh, there's too many superhero books out there, but it's the same superheroes.
Yeah.
It's the same superheroes. And on top of that, you're just changing them. Like, give me a new superhero. I don't care if they have whatever demographics they're gonna have. Give me a good new superhero. Give me a new ability. Make an ability that's not as popular. Challenge yourselves. Create something. Create something out of nothing. Something stupid. Make it great. It can be done.
Yeah.
That's what I'd love to see.
One of my biggest complaints, within the last 5 or 10 years, has been, like with Batman. I don't care who's writing or drawing it. I'm just sick and tired of the Joker being in every book every month, and the whole big overreaching arc being breaking the bat. I mean, it's like, okay, how much can this guy take? Because every month it's like, okay, and I put I put down this major plan only to, start another one whose whole intent is breaking the bat.
Yeah.
And it's like, you become immune to it. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever.
Well, here's an interesting thing, TJ. I don't know. Did you guys see?
Thanks, Renzini.
Thank you, the great Renzini, for $4.99 super. Oh, sorry, no, that's your thing.
No, thank you.
$4.99 super chat. Oh, okay. So we saw Batman, right? The 1989 Batman, Tim Burton, right? We went. I was just graduated college. I wasn't anybody. I wasn't in comics yet. So we went to the movies, whatever it was, Friday night. I think it was Friday night because we went to a bar afterwards. Debbie and I and some of our friends. And remember that scene when he just beat up those guys who had robbed somebody? And he picks him up in his hand. He's like, "Who are you?" You know what I mean? He's like, "I'm Batman." The whole theater cheered.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he's just beating up some random thugs. Just haven't beat up some robber. And there's crime everywhere. Just haven't beat the piss out of some of these people. Beat them up, and have it like, yeah, that felt good. You deserve this. Like even how Spider-Man used to be. Here's Spider-Man tying up some crook against a lamppost or something. You know what I mean? Or a bus stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With a sign, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Or Nicholas Hammond would throw a web made of cord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's the stuff people like that. That's the stuff people like. Oh shoot, the Blevins is in the house.
Blevins is in the house. I was going through Messenger and realized I didn't hit send. I'm sorry. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, because you asked me about the link and I said, where is it? And I just went to email.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no. I looked at my email for
No. I didn't. You guys didn't respond to the group text, so I didn't send you guys one. But when you were talking about it in the chat during the show, I sent you a link.
I sent a reply that said "sounds good." It's before the Jim Mint shout out comment.
I didn't see it sounds good on the text,
bro.
Umberto Ramos just sent me a message and said nothing to be sorry about, man. So he's he is such
he's
too
a great
big.
guy.
We got to bring him on his own show. We can't bring him on.
No. We'll bring him on his own show. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. Billy and I are like, hey, what are you doing tonight? I don't know. He's like, hey, you want to go on for a little bit? I'm like, yeah, we'll go on for a little bit. And I was like, let me just make a little promo screen for the episode.
Yeah.
And then that's like a half hour. And then it's like, let me see if TJ wants to come on. I said, where's Frank and Blevins? No. I said, well, let me see if TJ wants to come on.
Yeah, Frank and Blevins blew us off.
They blew us off.
Is Frank on a romantic date with your sister right now, Niall?
What do you mean he's seeing my sister?
What?
If anyone's dating my sister, it's me.
What's amazing is I literally have nothing to do, and that I will come on anytime to talk about comics or whatever.
Well, I know your brother's visiting and all that stuff. I don't know.
That was done.
You put a T-shirt over the camera I hid in your room.
Yeah, well, I'm in my room right now because
I know, and that's how I know the T-shirt's still on the camera.
It's not a T-shirt.
What?
I have a sticky note. I have a Post-it note over the camera.
Sneaky man.
Marvin Wynn says some good stuff.
He does.
He's really smart. Really smart.
Let's pop.
See, Marvin Wynn gets it.
Man,
Alfred trying to raise Bruce, yet he is actually raising him to be Batman.
You know, Billy,
Wonderful.
I'm super excited about
Things that
our
were
top
things that
secret,
were
super
bad.
secret guest that's going to be on Thursday. You know,
What
What?
is it?
I'm super
Our
excited
secret-
about the super secret guest from Thursday, this coming Thursday.
So am I.
I don't know.
super secret. Nobody knows.
No one knows. I think it's going to be exciting.
It's so great. Nobody knows. It's so great.
It's going to be fantastic.
And the
I'm
thing
pumped.
is,
It's probably the
This
most
is-
well kept. It's probably the most well kept secret ever. Ever. I think it's.
well, let me
probably
tell you,
the-
he is the tip
He
of the
is the
spear of all of our. He's the tip of the spear of all of our other super secret guests, because I don't know if you guys heard, but I'm sort of a big deal. So I kind of got friends everywhere.
Well,
who
dude,
nobody
you
knows
became
that-
friends with me. Shit worked, right?
Shit
You know what
worked.
It just
Shit worked, and they're
like a
paying us
magnet
a
for
lot.
success. You guys are going to feel it soon. Now that TJ's here, Ehrenberg is on the screen with me. Blevin
Yeah.
knows the success just starts coming.
Yeah.
I'm like a river. I'm just like a river. I'm going to just flow inside all of you. And
Man, I got a-
give a gift.
Niall, can we do a pandemic episode where we all have to wear masks?
No,
But it's any kind of mask you want.
no.
No.
Dude, I got a follow
No.
on Twitter from Jimmy Palmiotti's hairdresser's neighbor's cousin's nephew,
Nice.
and I was like, man, I'm moving on up.
You're like, oh, did you know
But-
me and Jimmy are best friends?
Do you know Jimmy Palmiotti is my best friend in the whole world? Did y'all know that?
It
Does
is.
Jimmy know that?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
Jimmy. What are you talking about? Jimmy know that? Yeah, Jimmy knows that.
Hey, when we do the mask episode, can I wear one of the old Ben Cooper? Like Superman mask?
bro. Yeah. Well, let's ask TJ. How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Dirt?
Dirt
50?
Dang.
You're 50. So you're as old as your ears and a little older than your teeth.
Huh?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I
Did
don't
you
get it.
have Ben Cooper costumes growing up?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Because I remember
Absolutely.
I remember who I was a Ben Cooper like I wore a Ben Cooper costume from I guess 4 that I remember, 4 years old to 5th grade. What?
You want a party, bro? The new party with Nair.
Nice, Mob Seat.
Nah,
I love uns dancing in the clubs with the lights and the glitter and all the muscles.
And now I'd like to see you play
Nah.
Nile completely covered in sores. So, so TJ,
Ooh.
who were you?
What?
Did you guys
Oh,
did you
God.
other guys wear Ben Cooper costumes?
I know it was Fred Flintstone one year.
You were Fred Flintstone?
Oh
Fred
my god.
Flintstone. Spider-Man. I think I remember a Batman costume.
Okay.
But there were a couple. And then I just started getting to the point where I just kind of oh, I'm a hobo this year.
Oh yeah, then like 6th grade, you're too cool. You want to be a bum, and we called them bums on Long Island. I still call
Well,
them
I'd
bums.
get a domino mask and
Yeah, we
get a
burned
black
Clark.
cape. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was in when I was 4. I was Spider-Man. Then I wanted to be a skeleton. So when I was
think I did the
5,
skeleton.
my mother got me an astronaut because she didn't want me to be a skeleton.
I was Glenn.
But I told everyone's like, "So you're an astronaut?" I remember telling, I'm like, "No, I'm a skeleton." And then I was a skeleton from
And then I was Sally Jesse Rock.
1st grade, 1st grade, 2nd
Oh.
grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade. Nice. I was a skeleton every year, but different ones. There was
What
a
is-
giant skeleton head, a giant one where you look through the eyes. And then 5th grade, I was one of the gorillas from the Planet of the Apes. That was my last one.
Ooh.
Nice.
Man, I think I
Oh,
got you. I think
I
I,
was
may
Blanche when I was
have you
9.
beat. In my 5th grade talent show, I did a rendition of Pee Wee
Janet
Herman's
Jackson.
dance from Pee Wee's Big Adventure when he did the tequila dance. I had the suit and everything. It was ridiculous.
Do you still have that, Super Levins?
We need to have video of that.
Oh my God! I hope there's no video. Like I said, that was 5th grade at Bates Middle School in Sumter, South Carolina.
Heck yes.
But yeah,
Harrowinberg is wearing a huntress mask.
Essentially, yes. That's what it is. But it's one of our characters from our series. One of our supervillains.
Aha.
Yeah, I have over 60 costumes in this house. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, I would buy them. I would just go and buy them, and like right after Halloween, and I get them, and they were like $1.99 or something. I would get them for like 50 cents each because I put on haunted houses and stuff. So I had the Creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein's. Oh no, I was also the Wolfman.
Nice.
So I was a Wolfman in 4th grade. I was the Wolfman in 4th grade.
Are we talking Lon Chaney?
I was
it was like a werewolf. It kind of looked like Werewolf by Night, actually.
Oh.
I was one of the banana splits.
Oh, that's so disturbing. I hate the banana splits. I hate the H&R
They
Puff
had
and
little-
stuff. I hated all that reefer.
Dun, 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 dun,
I was
dun,
a California
dun, dun.
raisin. I sat in the tub for 2 hours.
God, how old are you?
Yeah, really? What?
Old
Oh,
enough
you
to
sat in the
freaking
tub.
party, TJ. Old enough to freaking party.
Well, that's
Where's
14.
I just saw a text. I just saw a message from the great Renzini. Let me see. Do I have a wrench? I don't have a wrench, man.
You have to have a wrench.
Where's my wrench?
don't
Here
know.
it is. I think I can do it. Hang on.
I don't know, you want a hammer?
No, Renzini, don't put the name of your comic book character when your book's not out yet.
Why?
Renzini's
You
working
say
on
the name of my
something.
character all the time. My book's not out.
Well, you talk about it, so no one's going
No,
to
I
steal
don't.
yours, but he can't
I don't
just throw
talk
a
about
name.
it. Someone was like, "Oh, hey, is Niall working on a book?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm
No,
working
people
on
are
a
going to
book."
steal your stuff,
like,
Renzini.
Hey, Niall, tell him about Mendico. And I'm like,
Yeah,
"That's
but
not
you
his
talk
name."
about Medico. And
Mendigo.
you're going to put that out soon. Renzini's going to put his book out in like 2 years. So don't just throw the name out of the character because it's a great name. So I had to remove it.
Stop riding my coattails.
Don't make me block you because we do that here. We ban people on the show.
Oh no.
We ban
ban
people
people.
here, bro.
We ban people
will
and
get
make
put
them
in timeout.
Actually,
The
we
Blood
don't
and
ban
Talent.
people; they ban themselves.
Yeah,
That's right. They ban
I
them.
say they ban themselves. I mean, like,
We don't
I
even
need
put them in
messages.
timeout. We just get rid of them and make them famous.
Dude, I did time him out.
What? We're not talking about you. No,
Yes, you are.
No, we're not. No one's
Oh
talking
my
about
God.
you. You stop.
Dude,
Herrenberg,
Anyone
H&R
else's
Puff and
UPS
stuff,
guy
you
hang
like
out with
that
their
crap,
mom
bro?
for hours? He's still here.
Herrenberg, H&R Puff and stuff is the freakiest, most disturbing.
It is.
Imagine waking up in that world, bro.
No.
You would kill yourself and hang it from one of them fake trees.
Yeah. I mean, though, I grew up in the 70s, so that was, the Sid and Marty things I watched. So
Yeah.
I
Witchy
gotta
Poo.
disagree.
Witchy Poo.
Oh my
Big Ben
God!
and the
Imagine
Sea
Witchy
Monster.
Poo chasing you.
Yeah, she was freaky. She had a song called "Oranges Schmoranges." There ain't no rhyme for oranges. Do you remember that?
No, I don't. No. I just freaked me out. That's why I never tried fucking.
No, man. Sigmund and the Sea Monsters.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that-
another freaky. What?
That was freaky, man.
Lidsville. Think about Lidsville.
All right, yeah, Lidsville was just way out there.
I mean, we're talking about lids. You know what lids are, right?
That
Going
was
on
a
right now,
trip.
Blevins.
Blevin, see where you started.
It's all drugs.
God damn it.
Lidsville with Charles
I'm so
Nelson
high
Riley.
right now.
No.
Make it
Charles
stop.
Nelson Riley, aka Jimmy Palmiotti, was just
Ow.
an LSD trip.
Ow!
Stop
Charles
talking about
Nelson Riley and the
TJ,
great.
stop talking about drugs and rocking back and forth, man.
That's why I watch the Sands of Iwo Jima.
Well, there you go.
Oh, the drugs.
John Wayne movies. Toxic masculinity.
Pilgrim.
El Dorado was just on.
Was
tonight.
it?
Yeah.
I
Usually
love
one of
how
my-
I love how Herrenberg Niall is on our show and he's still commenting. He's still posting in the comment in the comment section.
That's great.
He's just like, wait a minute.
I'm just watching pizza reviews while you guys talk because I'm hungry.
You have no good pizza in Connecticut, though. You need to come.
So
in.
what the freak are you talking about, Dave?
Renzini, Niall
Oh,
thinks
God.
all the wasps. They think they have good pizza up in Connecticut.
Okay, the pizza capital of the world is New Haven, Connecticut.
The pizza
Barstool
capital
Pizza
of the world.
Reviews. Barstool Pizza Reviews. One bite, everyone knows the rules. Has deemed it the capital. It is official now, everyone.
I heard-
It is-
Now we're gonna
I
have
heard-
Frank Thierry on the
it
show,
is
and we're gonna
official.
debate that.
I
Oh,
heard
yeah, we'll
that
debate
John
it
Byrne.
at the pizza joints, bro.
I heard John Byrne is
I-
a huge pizza guy. John
my
Byrne
boy-
is a huge pizza guy. So when he
Excuse me.
retired, he moved to Connecticut.
That's right.
John Byrne.
Pizza
John
capital.
Byrne, not
the
John
world.
Bernie Aloni.
Bernie.
John Byrne. White
Yep,
boy.
John Byrne.
Hey,
JJ.
guess where the hamburger was created?
Where was the hamburger created, Niall?
The hamburger, which you eat between 2 slices of bread with beef in a patty form, is New Haven, Connecticut, Louis' lunch.
Shut up.
Google it.
Big Mac was created in Greensburg, Pennsylvania.
Boom.
Not in New Stanton.
I think the ice cream sundae was created in Pittsburgh area too.
Yeah.
Like in Latrobe or something.
Oh my God! What is
Wow.
this? Just a kid from Brooklyn?
Thank
This is
you. Just a kid
unbelievable.
from Brook- You're gonna have a kid from Brooklyn, and you're gonna deny.
I don't
him
authorize
his knowledge
banning
of
people,
pizza?
but Blevins. Proceed.
Blevins, that's the guy you should ban.
Release
Is the guy that says
Ow.
this is from
Do you, know,
Connecticut.
do you know how many people? Why am I like going into my mic now? Now I'm just getting silly.
You can go in your mic.
No. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I have plenty of New Yorkers come to this state and they're like, "Holy shit, this pizza is my."
Oh, I found it. I found it.
you-
TJ, it's
Yeah.
not. It wasn't the ice cream sundae. The banana split was created
Banana split.
Oh, dun 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 dun. dun.
Latrobe,
Okay.
PA. Yeah.
You know
Do
what
you
else
like
was created
pepperoni?
in Latrobe, PA?
What kind of pizza do you like? What's your favorite pizza?
Arnie
Because Billy
Palmer
doesn't
was
like
created in
cheese.
Latrobe.
Billy doesn't like cheese, people. What the hell kind
Now,
of?
wait a minute,
madness
that's
is
not
that?
true.
You don't like cheese.
You wait a minute about that one.
You do not like cheese.
Cheese was created in Wisconsin.
I play for keeps.
We lose Blevins?
Yeah, he's going to get a pizza.
No, my favorite pizza, I believe, is I love the Brooklyn pie with the sauce on top of the cheese, but it's got to be cooked
good.
well because it gets cold fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
I prefer that. We have Furchies by us, and it's phenomenal.
I wonder if just a kid from Brooklyn likes that pie. Do you like a Brooklyn pie? Turkish disco.
Turkish disco,
Turkish disco?
What?
Franzini.
I will say I did have some very, very good barbecue.
I feel I'm gonna
in
have
Hartford.
to do a show now on Connecticut pizza. I got.
Wait a minute. Why did you go have barbecue when you were in Hartford, Connecticut, and not call your boys? Was it during
Well-
TUCCI'S?
No. I was up there for business.
So
We
you
were-
don't want to come here for pleasure?
No,
Well,
hell
when we do Terrific Con, if Debbie comes, I don't have it. We don't go to barbecue. Debbie picks out all the Bobby Flay, the $500 a night dinners,
Yeah.
$600 a night dinners.
Well, yeah, but if
Niall
it went
leaves,
terrific
and
on,
then me and Tony smoke cigars, and then I get
And then you get
into
to
an
a fight
argument
with
with Donnie Cates.
Donnie Cates, yeah.
I thought there
For
was
like-
going to be a
At
party
3 o'clock in the
cigar
morning
bar.
for like an hour.
Oh my god, I wish I was there. Why did I have to?
It was
That's-
fun. It was fun.
It should
You
have
know.
stayed. You know, we should have stayed. We should have stayed.
I
Unbelievable.
learned a lot that night because he told me things like what people say. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
you know, and then that set me on a mission that happened to the New York Comic Con, which turned out all good. Everything turned out good. But you know, the law had to be laid down, right, Scala?
The law was laid, my friend.
Okay, New York
Yeah,
Comic Con.
okay.
New York Comic Con, yay or nay?
Nay, bro.
I'm
Nay?
saying nay
I'm
because
saying
saying nay.
Herrenberg, what do you think? Herrenberg,
Wilson?
New York,
You know whether it's going to happen. What month is it in?
October.
October.
Oh man, that is a real toss-up. Yeah, I don't know.
October 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, or something like that. 10th.
New York is going to take longer to open up on that 3-stage plan than probably any other state.
Yeah.
So
Well, here you also got to learn. Here's another thing you have to learn. Our governor, our horrible shit governor in my state,
Cuomo.
it's not an election year for him, nor is it an election year for de Blasio.
I think it's Totino's, isn't it? What's a Torino's? Is that a real pizza? Isn't it Tostino's or something? But I appreciate that. I'm going to get myself a pizza. By the way, Mobsy, you're invited to Connecticut, and I will show you what real pizza is all about.
Mob seats gotta come. You guys all got it. All right, so now Baltimore is October 22nd, 23rd, or something like that.
Rumor is
Yeah.
Baltimore's
Yay or
coming.
nay? The city of Baltimore. There's a lot of bums in Baltimore. A lot of homeless. A lot of,
Where's Blevins, dude?
I think Baltimore will happen.
Where's Blevins?
Did he get mad? That we were joking?
I think he may have put himself in timeout.
Oh.
Totino's. He went to get some Totino's pizza rolls.
Totino's. There you go.
From My Hungry Guys. Remember, you know that skit, My Hungry Guys?
Oh, thank God.
What's happening?
Did he get mad?
I'm like, did he get mad at us?
TJ goes, he banned himself.
He put himself in timeout.
Put himself in timeout.
Look at that ooey gooeys. That is not a Connecticut.
That is a horrible pizza. That is a Connecticut pizza. That's a Connecticut pizza with a canary cooked on it.
I made this pizza, and I'm here in a minute. I'm gonna eat it.
Do you really have pizza?
Yeah, of course I got pizza.
Throw that bitch up.
It's right there. Do you not see it?
I want to see the real pizza.
Oh my God. I feel like you're always questioning me. Like you didn't believe me about the Hennessy, and now you don't believe me about the pizza.
I don't believe anyone.
Oh
What's the deal about the Hennessy?
How can you trust anyone
what's the deal about the Hennessy?
A homeless person left a bottle of Hennessy in our shed that they were trying to live in out in front of our house. All right, dude.
How far away is that shed from your real?
Sorry, I have to
literally, it's like just a couple, like maybe 20 feet away. Hold on one second. I'm hold on.
Why do you have to mute me?
Because you're the source of the echo.
Oh, really? All right, I'll put my headphones back on. Sorry, and I'll lower my mic. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. We only said we were going to be on for a half hour.
Is this better?
Well,
is this better?
On the Berlin Turnpike, there's a pizza place that used to be an Uno's Pizza.
Better?
Yeah.
And
Are you talking about Joey Garlic? Are you talking about Joey Garlic's?
Joey Garlic's.
That's bullshit. That's fucking garbage.
Hang on, real quick. Am I okay?
That's garbage pizza.
It was.
No,
maybe I was
you
just hungry.
You got Pepe's, Sally's, Modern, and you got bar pizza. Then I gotta educate everyone.
Am I good?
I gotta educate. Yes, you're fine. You're fine.
Thank you.
You're good.
Fine. You can bounce a quarter off it. Now, anyways, what I'm trying to educate. Look, I made him smile. I think I made him blush.
He's gonna walk him back.
What's up? So here's.
Oh, he really did leave Tennessee.
Yeah.
Lick the rim.
Yeah, but are you sure it's Tennessee?
I know it's probably he probably has like a really bad bladder.
There's a pizza.
Your pizza's got green on it because it's
no.
Take a bite of the pizza.
Yeah.
What?
Take a bite of the pizza.
You really want me to eat the pizza now on stream?
No,
I would have got. Oh, he's got a great
Tennessee.
You got McDonald's?
No, Wendy's.
I
don't drink, TJ James.
Well, I'm not even sure that would be alcohol.
Hennessy?
Maybe the dude's got a really bad bladder.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there may be some blood in the urine. And
it definitely is Hennessy for sure.
Like, yeah, definitely urine. Where the hell did Billy go? Is this guy gonna come up with a pizza now?
Yeah, he's gonna come out with some pizza and some Hennessy.
Mom, order me a freaking pizza! You fold my clothes.
Mom, I'm on the show.
My roommates are so annoying, guys.
Do you like movies with gladiators?
Do you like comics? Do you like
anything with glistening sections of biceps? Is nice.
Do you like comic books? Do you like comic books?
Are you gladiator?
Yes, they're very absorbent.
Do you like when your dog jumps on your leg?
Jesus Christ, TJ, what are you doing?
Jesus,
what are you doing, dude?
I want to know why we can only see Hairberg from the eyes up.
Because he's Wilson.
Because he's
like peeking up over. He's like,
that's what's great about it.
Yeah.
He's mysterious.
Yeah,
I
like,
only wear a shirt when I do these shows because I sweat under these lights.
Dang.
Imagine I just jumped on the chair and I was like,
Just
flip flopping away.
that'd be,
Uh-oh.
Like
that'd be horrible.
like a new pair of sandals on the beach, just flipping and flopping.
Herrenberg has a mask on a mask.
He's protecting his identity because he's a hero.
That's
He's
right.
a super duper
He's a
hero.
hero. I don't. I mean, you're good.
Looking out for a hero till the morning light. Gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be larger than life. I need a hero.
Beyond Thunderdome.
No, we don't need another
You
hero.
don't need a hero.
Yeah, we don't need another hero.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We talked about pizza. We talked about heroes.
You know what? That's like such a great, like that Tina Turner song is such a good song, and all the story behind, like all the words and everything, is great. But then it's like, all we need is life beyond the Thunderdome. Like that line is in the song, but nobody ever gets to that part.
Let's keep talking about Tina Turner, guys.
2 men enter, 1 man leave.
Master Blaster,
Who run Bartertown?
spin the wheel.
Who
Master
run
Blaster.
Bartertown? Yeah.
Captain N.
Dude, what's up with Captain?
No, Master Blaster was
Was Captain in the Game Master? Like that was
Captain
the
N,
Nintendo game.
Cartoon.
yeah, it was the
Captain N and the Game Master, right? Or something?
Yeah, Captain in the Game
it
Master.
was the dudes, the band that got sucked into
Oh, you're talking about Kid Video.
Kid Video, yeah.
Yeah, the flip side, Kid Video, which I cannot find anywhere. I've been trying to find it forever.
Why did you want to?
Man, it's Robbie Wrist, man. Uncle or cousin, what's his name from Brady Bunch?
Oh, Cousin Oliver.
Yeah, cousin Oliver. That's Robbie Wrist.
Yeah.
But
He passed
you
away,
know,
didn't he?
no. Robbie Wrist? No.
Really?
Yeah, man, I still follow him online.
Okay.
I asked him, I said, hey man, when are we gonna see some kid video on Blu-ray?
And what did he say?
I think he unfriended me.
Well, here's a statement on the state of that
Like-
property.
Well, let me tell it to you in the words that I can. The only way I can put into words: delete. Man, like that song, the song they sing beforehand, like was really. I mean, it was really catchy. Like all those songs from all those cartoon songs were awesome.
Yeah,
You know?
that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, number 1, Frank Pepe Pizza. That's weird. Oh, that's weird. What were you saying? That's one list. Oh, let's
I
Oh my
was
God.
saying,
that's one.
does anybody remember Adventures of the Galaxy Rangers?
Of course, they had horses.
Yeah.
They had horses in
And
space.
Jerry Orbach.
I'm pretty sure that is where they got the idea from. Spoiler alert, episode 9, when they're riding the 6 hooved horses on the top of the Star Destroyer, which was the dumbest thing that I have seen since episode 8.
Yeah.
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 So many Connecticut.
Although there was some pretty good music in Adventures of the Galaxy Rangers.
Yeah. Did you remember the Cowboys of Moo
shit.
Mesa?
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I do.
What again?
I have a
number 1. That's so weird.
I have
Yeah,
a Cowboys of Moo Mesa arcade game, the 4-player
Ooh.
arcade.
Is it a one-up or an actual?
No, I have an actual arcade. I have a
Really,
personal
where'd you
arcade.
go? I was with these people while you were gone.
I have a
I have to
108 arcade games.
Damn.
Does that really mean what it means?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
Do I have?
Please don't stop talking.
Oh no! Really? I'm posting my campaign because I never promote my own stuff.
Me and TJ
Yeah.
were discussing cartoons from back in the day.
Yeah.
You
Back when after weekday afternoon cartoons weren't so stupid that Even a
Dude.
kindergarten kid says, "What
Dude,
the
let me
hell?"
tell you my favorite cartoon growing up. Like, and this is like beyond Transformers and beyond all this other stuff. Laser Tag Academy. Laser Tag Academy was such a great cartoon to me, and it definitely does not hold up. But I have such fond memories of Laser Tag
I
Academy.
don't remember Laser Tag Academy.
Man, I even got the laser. Like, I had my dad and my mom bought me and my brother laser tag guns. We were like, pew 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 pew, 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 pew. Like, and they definitely didn't work like they did in Laser Tag Academy.
Okay, but at least everyone needs to agree that the dumbest cartoon ever to come out of Hanna-Barbera Ruby Spears was Turbo Teen.
No, what are you talking about?
Oh, Turbo Teen was
Oh my god,
awesome,
where's
man.
the delete button?
Oh my God, he's gonna ban you, bro.
I don't have access.
You
Yes,
disagree with Blood?
Oh,
Turbo Teen.
Turbo Teen was
Turbo.
terrible.
Are you trying to say that Turbo Teen is worse than like
Now they're next to
like
each other fighting.
I think we're having a debate, a healthy
Philosophical
debate.
disagreement.
We're having a healthy debate about how wrong TJ James is.
Cartoon battle.
Oh my god.
Hey,
There's no way.
so,
I mean, are you saying like worse than Funky Phantom?
Hey Billy, check this out.
Tell me about it.
yeah.
I mean, worse than a Mighty Orbiter?
Oh,
Warbots?
Oh, y'all motherfuckers better buy that
No,
book.
not
my
GoBot.
blood, bitch.
Go Warbots
Warbots.
was great.
Mighty Warbots?
Yeah, no. Mighty
You know what's gonna be
Arbiter.
funny?
Isn't that what it is?
Nah,
Mighty
you know what's
Arbiter?
gonna be funny? TJ,
What's that?
well, next time we're at a show, if Baltimore's on, we're gonna get Brian drunk and have him debate those stories. We want to get, because he doesn't drink, so we're gonna give him a few pops in him, and then
There you go.
TJ, you have to start debating him about Saturday morning cartoons, and he's gonna go crazy.
Dude, what
Mighty-
happened?
Dude, I have no idea
We
what's
gotta
going
film it now. We gotta film it.
What if you just
Maybe we
knock
can do it in the
TJ
hotel
out?
room.
Like
You
he's
do it in the hotel room, and we actually film it. You know what I mean, with mics and everything.
Craziest drunk person we ever dealt with. It's like that's why he's not supposed to drink.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I could just
he's like making out with female
Yeah.
artists. I'm not going to say names.
Moby Dick and the Mighty Mitor.
Okay, Moby Dick. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, I don't really
Mitor
care about any of
was-
this, guys. I gotta be honest with you.
I know.
Let's talk
I
about
like
Bug
Bugs
Out.
Bunny cartoons, and no, you know, so
Who was better, Mitor or Thundar the Barbarian?
Thundar. What? A
Thundar.
runaway comet? Like,
did you guys
realm,
watch Cadillacs and Dinosaurs
a
when it
realm of
came out?
might and magic.
Kirby
and
worked on
sorcery and
Thundar.
science,
Well, there you go.
but one man will break his bonds for justice. With
Nice,
Ukla the
Scott.
Mock and Princess Ariel, he will put his strength, his courage, and his
Dude, post,
fabulous
Mob
Seats.
sword.
Niall posted Mob Seats comment. Okay, well,
Fabulous sun sword.
And
No, the other one.
the other one. God
you
damn it,
get
it came up on its
a
own.
Nerd cartoon battle.
you get a bear.
First off, everyone
Later,
knows that
named
Mighty
after
Max
Ukla the Mock.
1994 is
Everybody knows it's so much better.
there's ever been because there's an owl in it, and owls are smart. Owls are super smart, and there's barbarians. Must
you
be
know, if you
listening,
wear an N95
barbarians.
mask, you can't blow out a match.
7-Eleven. Better be-
Herrenberg, my brother, why don't you show your face?
I don't know. I just
I love it. I love that you
Don't do
don't.
it.
But why don't you?
well, it's kind of
Anonymity.
maybe I'd rather do off camera, but yeah. So
It's all good.
I
Oh,
like
it's good. No, I like
it.
Cecil wears a mask.
I want you to like
I'm no
Tabor
Cecil.
from Home Improvement.
Wilson.
Wilson.
the original social distancer.
Yeah, he never. Yeah, exactly. He only showed half his face above the fence. Like, yeah, sure.
I puzzled his face together in my head once.
He's like Kilroy. You know the drawing of Kilroy.
Yeah, word.
Kilroy.
Dude, look what I got. I got to show you something.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Nice.
Dude, TJ, also, you can't say Turbo Teen is not worse than Goober and the Ghost Chasers.
Yeah, the Goober and the Ghost Chasers was fun.
No,
Went for little
it's
kids.
not fun.
Look what someone gave me.
Wasn't that just a Scooby Doo?
Oh, nice.
What is that? It's
It's
washed
a
out.
pregnant girl, and it says Kilroy was here. It's from World War II.
Nice
Cool.
And creepy.
No, man, that's our dope.
That was a
That's our
Satchel
dope boys,
Wednesday
man.
from
Rock
the
and
Addams
rolling.
Family.
Our soldiers.
Yeah, that's where that came from World War II. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kilroy.
It came and went. All right. Well, Scott, how's my campaign doing? Because we talk about everyone else's campaign but mine. How are we doing on that?
Selfless, bro. You're selfless. Well, you're currently at $83,468.
So we
only
have
have one
we have
backer?
that, and then our Kickstarter was 70,478.
Yeah. Yep.
So we're over 153.
Oh, you're doing pretty good there, Mr. Tucci.
Nice. Oh, Dad, thanks a lot. We're
doing
we're
very
a
good
bunch
with
of
your
wild and
book,
crazy
Mr.
comic guys.
Hey, Billy, can I borrow like $20? Just kidding.
You got to talk to Debbie about that. She ain't spending anything, man. We got bonuses to do and everything. We got books to print.
I was absolutely just joking, but
Because I'd be like, yeah, sure.
I know I'm not supposed to say anything, but I cannot wait for my Olive Garden gift card.
Yeah. My wife is like, did you take $40? She's like, what did you buy on Amazon? No, she goes, what's this $113 on the credit card? I said, I bought art boards. She goes, because I have about 500 Crusade art boards, but they're printed on both sides, and I need, because I'm penciling for the new She book when we're not using inks. So I had to buy these Premiere, which I've never bought. And I have some DC art boards, but they're all rough. These are smooth board, the Premiere Blue Line board. These are $52 for 12 of them.
Jesus.
Because I bought them directly from Blue Line instead of going through Amazon, and they're only like $20 plus $8 in shipping on Amazon. But I want to help my pals.
You should contact Blue Line directly.
Bob and Wayne, Bob and Bill Hickey. No, Mike and Bill Hickey. What'd you say?
Hot Flips didn't have any?
I said you should contact Blue Line directly and let them know.
I did. I talked to Mike.
Support
Hickey,
their stuff.
The partner. I talked to Mike Hickey. He's like, oh, thanks for ordering them.
He's like, that's great. That's great, Billy.
I ain't no Dan Fraga, man. I ain't no Fraga Boom.
Fraga Boom.
Fraga Boom. Are we getting Fraga Boom on the show again?
Yeah.
Is he launching Black Flag Friday night?
Yeah, so we're gonna go
He's
on.
got what, 7 days left? 8 days left?
8 days left. It was 9 days.
Countdown?
Yeah.
So Saturday morning cartoons. Did you guys ever watch Cadillacs and Dinosaurs? The one season I
Oh my
ran.
God! You know I have a Cadillacs and Dinosaurs arcade machine.
What?
Do
How much you want for that Cadillac? How much you want for that arcade machine, old man?
it's like $2,500. It's a 3 player.
3 player. I didn't know what that means.
Yeah, it's got three controllers set up.
That means you
Like
don't-
they made a couple of 3-player games like that, and Battletoads, Ghostbusters came from Data East.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but Billy,
Hey,
if you really want that, like I have something that I can send you, and you and your kids can play all the arcade games you want.
What? How do we do that?
I'll let Niall tell you after the show.
Oh, dang. Niall knows the secret.
Niall knows what's up.
Niall knows what's up.
The emulator.
No.
It's called little Raspberry Pi.
Yeah.
Little
Oh,
Nice.
here.
Dude, is that your book, bro?
Fragga boom.
Fraga
Fragga
Boom.
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 Black Flag.
Why don't you throw up some of your
Nice.
stuff, man?
I love that kid. Yeah, let's see your stuff,
Some of
man.
Your stuff, man. You guys got great. You guys are freaking
Hey.
crazy. I don't know. You're hitting like every form of media you can do. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you. Herrenberg.
I got this book from some guy selling out of the back of a van.
I know. I printed it on my Emerson printer.
Dude, I had a mail.
Boob.
I had a mail call today. If you want to see, hold on.
No thanks.
Dude, that's a nice chair you got there, Goat Boy XL.
It's got a built-in pillow, Billy.
It's like that, yeah.
How do they put the pillows in the chairs without a blanket?
I don't know. How would they do it?
You think TJ's single?
I don't know. I don't know if TJ's single.
I have Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That's a great cover. Who did that cover?
It's God, I can't remember the artist's name that does it, but she does an incredible paint job. Man, I probably need to turn the screen.
Chen, isn't it?
Say
Is
what?
that Joy Chen?
No.
Is that George's Chen?
Well, George Pitchy does all the interior art. Yeah, it was Joe Chen that did the cover.
Joe Chen, yeah.
Yeah, Joe Chen did the cover.
Joe Chen did the cover.
And I haven't even opened.
Joe
Had
Chen.
Angel.
Joe.
Joe.
Nice.
Jochen. Yeah, she does.
I'm opening all this stuff. So I got Batman Adventures number 31.
Word.
9.8.
9.8. If you collect your 9.8s, what if you get a 9.9? Would you be upset?
No. Yeah, I'd like dent one of the covers and send it one of the corners and send it back. I'd be like, give me that 9.8. I didn't know we were doing anything today, or I probably would already have these taken out. This was one I was pretty excited about. The last issue of Batman Gotham Adventures number 60.
Oh, it's see-through.
Oh,
yeah.
It's Joker's green hair and Robin's green outfit so
that's great.
I also got a bunch of laser discs in today. I got the Shadow, I got the Phantom.
Dude, you know I have 125 laser discs?
I did not know that. You want to sell them?
I might want to sell them all. I have, and Herrenberg, we'll get to your stash. I have the Star Wars box set, right?
The definitive edition or the special edition?
Yeah, special edition with 4, 5, and 6 with it's Han shoots first still, but it's got the amplified effects of the Death Star blowing up at the end.
Nice.
So it's that real special box set edition. So when we were watching one of the movies came out, I forget which one it was, and I set up, we were all excited. I got the kids to watch it, and I set it up on our big TV, you know? I'm like, these are the best! Because Debbie and I remember watching Jurassic Park, and I've got all these, you know what I mean? And, I mean, the sound is amazing, and it opens up with the THX and the big sound, and then it opens up with Star Wars, and the quality is so bad.
Well, it's like
today's standards, you know, like laser discs back then. I had, I think, a 42-inch TV, which was massive.
Dang. Yeah, at the time.
Back in the day.
Remember those projector TVs? It was like that white screen, and then you fold back. We had one in the garage we used to hang out in.
Yeah, my father-in-law had one and wanted us to take it. Come on, I got a great TV. This TV's it's 60 inches, and we're like, and Debbie's like, oh, we'll just take it. I'm like, no, it's a piece of shit.
I really.
How do you know? I'm like, you never go down in your parents' basement, you know, where my father had a real nice, you know, they still have a really nice, you know, basement, you know, but Debbie would never go down there to watch TV. And he's like, this is a great TV, and I'm like, yeah, you know, 1995 it was.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous too. Like, I don't want to part with my stuff, but like up at the store, I have like one of those big giant like 55-inch LED Projos, you know, the big giant thick ones that are, you know, that was the first digital ones.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, like they're nothing now. They're like $20, and that's if you can get somebody to come get it. And it works perfectly fine. But I was just like, man, like I really don't want to part with this because it's so awesome. But I mean, like, you know, I got these giant, you know, 4K 55-inch TVs that are like this thin that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I got my Tron board on its way back today.
Just happened to pull this off the wall.
Nice.
Who's that by? Mayhew or something?
Nope. Gus Mock.
Dang, that's gorgeous.
That is pretty nice.
I had I had a little debate going with a friend of mine regarding different people playing Zatanna. He came up with Betty Page, and then I'm sitting there like, well, wait a minute, what about Dita Von Teese?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
So I just happened to be coming up on Gus's list, and I was like, hey, how about Dita Von Teese's Zatanna? And so he produced that for me.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff too. I just keep it over there.
Yeah, so
I guess you guys like comics.
Yeah.
We like the comics.
Dude, Nile has some incredible stuff. Like Nile has prototypes of the Kenner superpower line. And I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Well, just Superman.
Still, that's a lot better than what I got, which is Zero Man.
Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal.
This many. Kind
There's
of big
a
deal.
whole wall of toys behind the screen.
Well, all right.
Billy's like, what the fuck?
I think this video's run its course, at least for me.
Oh my god!
He's like, they're talking.
We're gonna
toys.
stay on and talk comics and cartoons a little bit longer.
Yeah, one slip is like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, so let's check out what Herrenberg's got, man. Let's let
let's go, bro.
Herrenberg's
right.
back.
Let's see it.
Is yours.
All right, here we go. So first of all, here's one of our character stickers.
Nice.
The mob seat can see the girl with the mask that I'm wearing, the Huntress mask. That's Kali Yuga, the Destroyer. She's there in the middle. This was drawn by Jason Wright. He colored EVS Green Lantern. He lives in Pittsburgh. He's on Dan DiDio's Metal Men right now, and he's still drawing. There's no pencils down for him. He told me yesterday he's still doing that series. So
nice,
good for him. Some DC stuff. This is our comic. This is Jason's cover.
I love that cover.
It definitely is pretty sexy.
Yeah, it is very sexy. And then this is the back cover, also done by a Pittsburgh artist. The guy who did it, his girlfriend plays this in the series, so he had to do a good job.
It's like she's waving at me. Hey,
she's flying above. She's flying above the Three Rivers. There's the point right there.
There you go.
And that's the Three Rivers. She's flying above the rivers with the birds there, and that's
nice.
Yeah, there she is.
How you doing?
Doing good.
No.
Mademoiselle Dirk wants to know where's Mandy tonight.
She's on her own live stream.
Oh, is she? Okay. All right, again. We're sorry, again.
Oh,
we don't take her on Fridays.
This is our comic strip. We have a comic strip in the local newspaper. It's not publishing anymore because of the thing, but it published for about 6 months, these strips every other week. So
solid.
Yeah, there's the
great.
Did they approach you on that, or did you approach them?
They were asking last year. They asked us at Three Rivers Con if we were interested, so we said we'd do it. And see, there's a very famous landmark in Pittsburgh as well. That's called
my alma mater.
Yep, University of Pittsburgh, and that's in Heroinburg. That's where the heroines have their headquarters. The top 2 floors of that building is. You can see it right here too. I think. Right there on the there it is.
Nice. Gary learning.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
You know J.C. Vaughn, Herrenberg, with Vampire PA and all. He's a big Pittsburgh guy.
J.C. Vaughn.
Yeah, J.C. Vaughn, the vice president of Gemstone Publishing.
Oh yeah. He's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he's all about Pittsburgh.
Sure. Yeah,
he's
definitely.
Frozen bald guy on our show.
So here's a funny story about Pittsburgh: is that Ming?
He's all about Isley's.
What?
He knows all about Isley's.
Isley's. He going down
Isley's chip ham sandwich.
Chip ham sandwich. Yeah, right.
Sandwich, huh? Well,
Eskimo pie.
We went to Ming Na. If you guys know Ming Na, from Avenger, from
yes,
Agents of Shield,
the Chinatown Inn,
also from Pittsburgh.
Her family owns the Chinatown Inn downtown.
Yeah,
and right at the front counter. There's pictures of her in the Shield series.
Yeah,
well,
nice.
We went to there every time. Like when we had the Pittsburgh Comic Con, we would always go to that restaurant.
Yeah, it's still there. It's still there.
And I gave Jeff a she hat, which just has the she symbol on it, the kanji for death.
Yes.
which is the worst thing in like the Chinese language. It means everything bad. So Jeff, we're all hanging out, having a great time, and we leave, and Jeff left the hat in the restaurant.
Whoa.
And so we ran back and he got it. He found it. It was on the floor or something. But could you imagine, here's the busboy cleaning up or the waitress, and all of a sudden they see something left and it's a she symbol? That would have been like the worst omen for the entire, for them. They would have been like, who's wishing death upon this establishment? So it's pretty fun.
He's been charged with a hate crime.
Yeah, hate crime.
Hate crime.
Oh, nice.
Nice, Harold Berg.
Okay.
Well done.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That's most of our cast of the live action series right there.
Oh, that's great. Look at these.
How many
beautiful
episodes
gals.
in the live action series do you guys have?
We have 16 that are out. You can download, and we have a 17th one coming out this week, actually.
Oh,
So,
fantastic.
yeah, it's not up on the site yet, but it should be in a few days. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Jeff has entered the chat.
Jeff, I'm going to
What's
send you a
up,
link
JC?
if you want to pop
Hey,
on.
JC. Hey, JC.
Oh, Old Bean is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, send him a link if he wants to pop on. We got
Yeah, he's gonna come on and talk to us.
Old Bean,
And
please
I-
come on and
about-
save
about-
this show.
Cartoons.
They're talking about things we don't understand, Jeff.
I mean, like, I definitely need to point out that
I definitely
the mob seat is like, he doesn't understand why George Lucas has a problem with Han shooting first and not Anakin killing younglings. I mean, like, Han always shot first in my mind, but the reason he did is he didn't want his character looking as scum as he was initially meant to be. But then, the killing of the younglings was supposed to be
This
like
shit just got serious.
the level, the line that was
What
crossed
does this have to do
for
with
Anakin to
remember?
go to the dark side. I don't know. I'm just talking about the
Trying to
talking
promote
about
my
the
friend. I'm
yeah.
trying to promote my friend.
Yeah, dude,
Trying to
Harrisburg has
promote my
awesome
friend.
stuff. Like, we can get right back to it. I just wanted to do it while
We
it's
should do
fresh.
a Heroin
sorry
Berg
about this,
for the
Heron
year,
Berg.
Scala,
What's your
and
deal?
have Heroinberg and some of his cast members on the show.
No,
That would
I
be
was going to
great.
mention. I think we should do I think we should do a show. Like, get some of your cast people on. We'll send them
We
the
can-
link.
We can
Dude, that
definitely.
that'd be great.
Let's talk
That'd
about what
be
you're
fun.
doing.
That'd
It's
be a
really
lot
cool.
of fun.
Well, think about it. He's an independent creator that isn't just trying to do a comic book. They do so many other things.
All mediums.
All mediums. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing what they're doing, and I think
Can you set that up, Heroinberg, with your people? With your cast members and stuff? And maybe we'll do
How come
something
I'm
when
only
the show
saying-
debuts?
Hold on. How come I'm only seeing myself on here?
because
Because
I
you're
was
the best
holding up
looking
so
guy
you
in
could
all
pull
of
up your stuff.
Focus. You're the focus, man.
Hey,
Oh, shit.
Hey,
Hello,
Jeff.
What's up?
JC, I mean.
Oh,
My
yeah. So
Wow, that is a nice camera, Old Bean.
It is an excellent camera. In the
lifelike.
in the South Shore, western portion of Long Island, Blevins Media Center.
Yes, you are the Nassau County Blevins Media Station.
That is absolutely correct.
I'm Suffolk County, you're Nassau County.
So I was hoping to watch. I was hoping to watch a first couple of episodes of Bosch tonight. Season 6 just debuted on Amazon. It's
saw that.
easily my favorite show on television. But Rosina, who works at
Would you say
what-
Bosch? Like about
Bosch.
Yeah, Bosch.
based
Yeah,
based on
Bosch.
the Michael Conley novels.
On
It's really
Amazon.
terrific.
right?
Oh, I thought you meant
And-
like
Yeah,
their
on Prime.
like the Bosch.
And-
Like my
and,
dishwasher brand.
But Rosina works at NYU Langone Perlmutter Cancer Center, and she comes home tired, and so she made it about 20 minutes into the episode, and it's one of the few things we actually watched together. So I'm back to Picard now.
Well, didn't the old Neaters play tonight at 7?
They did, and in all truth, I didn't want to watch that without you.
But where? Where did they play?
It was they were streaming. I don't know if they were streaming the movie or if they were streaming their reactions to it, but at any rate.
Oh, so they didn't play? Weren't they going to play?
No, but you know what's really great? If you watch the Rolling Stone interview with them that's posted online, they talk about learning to practice as a band and everything like that, and how in each of the scenes they were playing. And unlike a lot of movies like that, those guys really learned to play those songs and everything. And of course, Adam Schlesinger, who wrote That Thing You Do, passed away from COVID.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So
A lot of great songs. You
that
wrote.
everybody there?
that
Oh yeah, the
that-
guy from Fountains of Wayne. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stacy's
and
mom.
and he wrote, a lot of film music stuff. But that thing you do, they looked at 300 songs before they picked that one.
Was it 300 songs titled "That Thing You Do"?
There's a whole bunch. There was a whole bunch of them that had that title, apparently.
Oh my God, what a great
But
show!
honestly, now we've got to. Do we not have to definitely hook up with James Shake again, and really hang out with him, and probably embarrass ourselves by quoting lines from the movie the whole time?
Oh, you said James.
Yeah. Did I?
Yeah, you said James.
Well, I was talking about James Mattingly III. Second.
Oh, okay. So you can. I love it. We should. And I think the best thing from now on is that we should refer to him as James.
It's really,
James.
it's really funny.
I'll be right back, guys.
I really just.
We're talking about Jonathan
Shake.
Shake, who played James Mattingly II in
you know what's great about that? It's so subtle, but when you hear somebody named the Second, not like Junior, you just think he's going to be a jerk.
Yeah. He's just so pretentious. Yeah. Like T.J. James is T.J. James II.
No. But the weird thing is, I come from a whole family of that. My cousins were Richard. My grandfather was Richard Orvon. My uncle, my cousin. I often said that I was going to name, if I had a son, I would name him Richard Earl Von IV, just to screw with them.
Yeah. You just take that because it doesn't have to be father to son.
The funny part was that I thought, like, my dad's side of the family got the originality. My dad's name was James, and then I went back to as far as it went back in America after they came here from Wales, and they were all James and all married to Marys.
That's great.
Yeah,
so the Vaughns, are they Vaughns?
Yeah.
The Vaughns are Welshmen.
Yeah, Vaughns are Welshmen. Yeah, sure. Which means we have a propensity.
Our friend Paul.
We have a propensity to
Jenkins
be
is a Welshman
terrific.
Too.
I mean, seriously terrific coal miners. Yeah. We have a great predisposition to being drunken poets, and long bowmen.
Yes, but also the
origin. You know the origin of that, right?
Yes, I do. Do you guys know the origin of that?
I don't.
Of this. You don't know the origin of that?
That's the British. It's the British version of the finger.
Yeah, it's
What happened?
Keep bloody fingers up, mate.
Well,
it was from the Welsh longbowmen, who in previous battles, when captured by the French, they cut off their bow fingers.
Yeah,
and they marched by them at Agincourt, they gave them the two fingers.
Yes.
It's a great article I got out of the Wall Street Journal when I was a kid.
Yeah. I mean, Agincourt, you guys know Henry V, the whole thing with Henry V. And also, though, with the Welsh is one of the, if not the greatest last stand in history, was by the Welsh of the 24th foot at Rorke's Drift, Zulu.
I would just like to say
thank you 97 Welshmen and a few Englishmen thrown in there because I'm English. Led by English officers, by the way. Held
there's a surprise.
4,000 Zulu warriors.
Michael Caine was there, was he not?
That was Michael Caine's first role playing an aristocrat.
British officer.
He was an aristocrat, son of a general. Yeah, that's what he was. It was Michael Caine.
And I like.
And then he never became. He was a Cockney for the rest of his career.
If you look in the comments, we have literally the first Welsh I've ever seen in any of our comments.
What? Oh my God! Look at Herrenberg. Herrenberg's not only from Pittsburgh, old bean. He knows Welsh.
That's terrific.
Yeah,
Herrenberg, are you a Welshman too?
No, I just know a whole lot of things.
I was just gonna say he's like a Swiss Army knife. This guy.
He's like the Art T. Bear of knowledge.
I actually have a Welsh flag.
Ooh. Has it got a lion on it?
It does.
Is it green and white or something?
Green and white and red.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's really decent. So So you guys you're talking San Diego. What else have you been doing? I've been blissfully not online for a while.
Debating the properties of Turbo Teen versus early 60s Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah,
Okay.
TJ James says that Turbo Teen is the worst Hanna-Barbera property, and I had to correct him with how wrong he was.
You know, I think there's a lot of room for valid points there. I think that there's a lot of great stuff, and there's a lot of not so great stuff. There's a lot of stuff that you remember from when you were a kid, and then you go back and watch and go, well,
didn't hold up.
I was 6. I have an excuse. But like the funny things, like if you delve into the realm of science fiction, Space 1999.
Oh,
Brian Johnson's incredible model work and all that kind of stuff like that.
yes.
There's maybe 6 episodes in 2 years that are worth watching.
Yeah.
As
Hardly
an
any
adult.
of season
As a kid, I couldn't get enough of it.
I know.
But what's really funny is its predecessor, UFO.
Yeah.
UFO is so freaking sophisticated that I have no idea to this day how that got on the air in 1970.
Yes.
You know,
Well,
it was.
also, have you watched, and it still holds up phenomenally, is Mission Impossible.
Yeah, have you ever watched the first? Have you ever watched the
thing
first season?
What?
Have you ever watched the first season?
Yes, I
With
think I think
Stephen
you
Hill
told me to watch it, and I was able to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah, and
With the
and-
bomb
and-
in the room and all that, the nuclear bomb.
and before Mr. Phelps, Stephen
Yes.
Hill, who was for years the DA on Law and Order, was the first guy, and then season 2 they replace him with Mr. Phelps, and man, that show is so good, and you know some of the plots are real contrived and all that, but you know Leonard Nimoy, Martin Landau, and Barbara Bain, Peter Lupus, Greg Morris, who was like one of my favorites. Man, what a great show that was!
Dude, did you watch it? Did you watch it when they re-released it in the 90s? I
You know-
still thought it held up.
I watched it
80s,
on,
I guess.
I want to say either Netflix or Amazon a couple years ago. And I had never before that seen the season 1 stuff because that didn't air in reruns when I was a kid. And that was real interesting.
I was talking about the reboot or the
remake. The remake
yeah, when
stuff.
it came out. Still had
what?
Martin Landau in it.
You know, I got to say that I didn't see much of it, but what I saw seemed cool.
It was like it had the sci-fi technology deal. It was pretty awesome. And then I watched an interview when the Tom Cruise movie came out, and he was at the deal, and the reporter was like, "So what brings you here?" He's like, "What are you talking about? I was in the original series. Do your research." Like,
That's just
destroyed them.
I gotta say,
Destroyed them.
I gotta say the thing that I hate was in the first Tom Cruise movie, and I have desperately tried to like those because regardless of some of Cruise's personal antics and stuff like that, I can watch a movie that he's in and get lost in it generally. But when they had Jim Phelps be the bad guy, what a sucky decision that was.
Stupid. Yeah.
It was pointless. You could have just made it not Jim Phelps and made it some other character, and it wouldn't have had the disruption. There's a good question.
It was
Yeah,
really
Billy,
good.
when are we going to get a modern she-action figure to stand alongside my new Spawn figure?
2021.
Well, there's a definitive answer.
1421. What do you want? Time travel. When do we want it?
Now.
So
We were also discussing going down to Isley's and getting chipped ham sandwich.
Chip chopped ham.
Chip ham.
Chip
Well,
chopped
so
ham, man.
Dean, we might have to have you on the show. Well, I don't know. We have to figure out. Maybe I shouldn't be on the show or something. But Heroinberg has his series, live action series, debuting when, Heroinberg?
Series is already on.
17 is airing this week.
Episode 17 is coming out next week.
Oh,
Download
okay.
from our website. Yeah.
All right, I apologize. We
Not
want to have this
so-
cast.
so-
It takes place in and all around Pittsburgh.
Well,
That's
that's pretty
right.
phenomenal. Who was that picture you were holding up? It's
Yeah.
my screen's really small.
Oh, I have a bunch of photos from the live action series, and I was showing earlier this is most of the cast. There's about 30 women altogether, but there's about 15 in this picture here.
Very nice.
Look at that.
Very nice.
You guys familiar with Spirit, the nightclub here?
No.
Yeah, you got it's only been around 5 years. This was filmed in there. We had the place shut down on a Monday, and over about 6 hours, we had like a kind of a civil war battle between all of the heroines. That was part of the finale of season 1. And these are the people that were involved. We had the mayor is on the right, the police commissioner is on the left, the woman, and then the rest of them are all the superheroes.
That's great, man.
So we can have some of the cast members.
We had a black
show
mayor.
That would be, you know what I mean?
We had a black mayor of Pittsburgh before we never had a black mayor yet, but I cast one right here. See, there he is.
Are we? That's great.
That's a great question,
Are your cast? Are they all local?
Everybody's local. Yeah, we had one girl who lives overseas who played a character for a little while, but otherwise, and that's all local casting. That's right. All the heroines, all the villains, all the side men, all the henchmen, everyone who gets beat up. Everybody is from Pittsburgh.
And
probably over 100 people involved at this point.
That's great.
Yeah, and all of the artists are from Pittsburgh too. The ones that do the comic, the ones that do the drawings for the T-shirts and the stickers. So
that's pretty great.
Yeah, we're trying to even get more Pittsburgh artists in. I just talked today to a guy who used to draw a lot for DC in the 80s, and he still lives here, and I'm going to try to get him involved too. So
we got to get something because Pittsburgh needs some love because your sports teams like the Steelers and Penguins really suck.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. The Pens have been
okay. No, nothing. No, the Pens don't suck.
The Pens are fine. Yeah.
And you know, and Billy, let me ask something. You know, I don't follow football anymore, but what team do you follow?
In what sport?
Football.
Football. Arsenal.
No.
American football. No, I'm a Miami Dolphin fan and a New York Football Giants fan.
Well, you have to say that, you know, certainly back in the, you know, let's say 70s, Miami was a good team.
A powerhouse team, the only undefeated team in
yes
NFL history.
Yes, even though they play, who of course came, you know, I remember when Marino was at Pitt, and
yes,
you know, the guy was throwing
the
guy was throwing like 60-yard passes with accuracy, and all the quote unquote experts were like, well, I don't know if he'll make it in the NFL. Yeah, how could this guy who can pinpoint accuracy over 60 yards, what could he bring to the NFL?
Right.
But in all seriousness, you know that the Giants are related to the Steelers ownership.
What's that sound?
A party.
I do not know that, and I want to know how I know that. Why I don't know that, because I'm a big fan of the history of the NFL.
And
well, do you know the actress Rooney Mara?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God! Oh, the Mara family. Yes.
She's the granddaughter of both families.
Oh, well, that's the Giants. That's not the Dolphins. That's the Giants.
I said the Giants, Billy.
Oh, I think you said the Dolphins. I apologize. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we can't talk about the Dolphins without talking about Ray Finkel.
Oh my God, Ray Finkel with the butt knob.
I think you can't talk about the Dolphins without mentioning Hootie and the Blowfish.
Thank you. Another one. And Garo Yepremian. I was like, what's a Garo?
Look at Todd. Look at Todd there. Look at that, man.
I thought Darius Rucker.
1.6.
I thought Darius Rucker was from Charleston, South Carolina, though.
Yeah, but he's a huge Dolphin fan.
He is.
He's a huge Dolphin fan.
They make him cry.
They make him cry, as they do all of us.
Not me.
Yeah, you know what? We're all like immune to that now. No one cries anymore. We don't even get angry anymore. The funny thing is, or upset.
As a Pirates fan, which
it's great to be 8-8 for almost 50 years, and that's a good season. 8-8 or 7-9.
8-8
years.
8-8 traditionally with the third or fourth quarterback of the year.
Yeah. Well,
JC knows all about 7-9.
Yes.
There you go.
But Tomlin's never had a losing season, Billy.
That's Voyager. I'm talking
Who?
about Voyager.
Yeah, I
Coach
Who?
Tomlin.
I think that the observations
Did
of
you say
of-
Tomlin?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
Steelers.
I like Tomlin. Yeah, I like Tomlin.
I don't.
Are you a Steelers fan?
is it Bill Cowher guy?
Yeah.
TJ's, what about this
No.
guy? I
Chuck
hate
Noll.
Fuck no guy. Bill Cowher.
Mike Renzini right now is going crazy because he hates sports nerds.
Yeah,
He
the
hates
great thing,
sports.
the great thing about it for me is if you're up in Pittsburgh, you don't have to remember a lot of coaches for the Steelers.
That's true.
But Jeff,
Yeah.
growing up in Pittsburgh, do you remember 1979?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Matter of fact, I just
Yeah, of course.
watched games two and
Yeah.
5 last week on MLB Network. They did 3 games, 3 of Burt Blyleven's best games, and 2 of them came in the '79 World Series for the Pirates against Mr. Jeppy's beloved Orioles.
Whoa.
Just like the Mets beat the Orioles too.
Well, the Orioles were like one of those great teams. It's sort of like we do something stupid in American sports where we think that if you don't win the championship of your sport, that suddenly your team's losers. But look at what the Buffalo Bills did. They didn't win one of those Super Bowls, but they racked up 4 straight appearances, and
Yeah.
nobody's ever done that.
Yeah.
And in the Orioles, you look at how dominant they were in the American League
Yeah,
in
late
in
60s.
from 69 through the 70s.
Yeah.
That was a record breaking team. Similarly, Atlanta in the American League, in the National League
National.
East in those days. Would they win like 10 of 14 division titles?
Well, look what I
Something
have
like that.
here. Look what I have right here.
And I hate the Braves, of course, but you
Right
got to
now,
admit what they
full
did.
Screen, Scala.
I'm on it, bro. You got to hold it up. There you go.
World Series.
Wow.
Wow.
Was that,
Game
was
6,
that two,
baby.
Oh, 96. I thought it was 2004.
No, Game 6.
I know because they didn't go in.
I was there. It was
2004.
me and Angie's tickets. I'm like, give me that ticket. It's like, I want it. I'm like, no. Debbie and I were on a break, a sabbatical.
I love sports ball.
All right, so Old Bean, let's
Yes.
talk, if we may. Pittsburgh Pirates
Yes.
against a team that you do have. I mean, as an American League team, they're not your Rangers, of course, but they are the Baltimore Orioles.
They're not my Rangers anymore.
Right, but they're not.
No. The minute
just
that
own them?
the minute they wouldn't trade home and home series with Houston after the flood, I was so embarrassed. A very un-Texan thing to do. You know, as much as I bleed black and gold, and I am super proud of where I'm from, I'm as much Texan as I am Pittsburgher at this point.
Okay.
And I was deeply ashamed of how the Rangers acted in that. And
Yeah, rightly so. Rightly so.
it was just totally uncool. All the Astros wanted to do was trade home and home series,
Yeah.
and they're their city's under freaking water, and they wouldn't do
Yep.
that. So okay, you were asking about the Orioles.
Okay, so your friend of my friend, Willie Stargell,
Yes.
whom we all love. Where is a young J.C. Vaughn, the 17th of October, 1979, the night you clinched the World Championship?
We were getting ready to move to Texas. I was in my brother and I were in my parents' bedroom because they had a better TV. And I yelled so loud when Stargell homered that my cat wouldn't come out from underneath my parents' bed for like 2 hours.
Is that one of the greatest nights of your life?
You know, honestly, game 3 of the playoffs, where we clinched against the Reds, because I was there for that. I only got to game 3 of the series, which was rainy and miserable, and we lost that game. It was still exciting to be at the World Series. Anybody who's been to the World Series knows it's just an incredible feeling.
Yeah.
Against
a big red machine.
Yeah, and I hated the Reds. Just hated them. So that was like one of the greatest nights ever. I saw the Steelers make their largest comeback, tie their largest comeback in team history against the Ravens. It was the year that they had moved to Baltimore. They were still playing at Memorial Stadium. And it was so great because I had never seen the Steelers win in person. And because when I was a kid, it was the Steel Curtain era. You couldn't get tickets. You waited. There was a 10-year waiting list for season tickets.
Yeah.
And anytime I went, it was like preseason, and we lost to the Jets, which is like the only time anybody loses to the Jets. And honest to goodness, it was 24-3 Baltimore at the half. And I looked at Jim Kahoric, who's from Uniontown, and I said, dude, maybe it's me. I got to consider the possibility that it's me. I said, if they don't do something on the opening possession of the second half, I'm going to walk home from downtown Baltimore. Okay. and
were you in Reisterstown or something? Where were you?
I was in Owings Mills, right next to
Owings
Reisterstown.
Mills, that's right.
Yeah, right next to Reisterstown. And they took the I think a young wide receiver. I don't think he ever stayed around for much. Will Blackwell took the opening kickoff back for a touchdown. And I looked at Jim and I go, okay, we can stay. By the time that the third quarter was sort of winding down, Greg Lloyd on the Steelers defense was motioning to the crowd to get louder. And it was 70% Steelers fans in Baltimore. And there's terrible towels everywhere. And I'm standing on the seat doing it, behaving like a total idiot. And it was great. It was an awesome experience. And so the only place I've ever seen the Steelers win in person is in Baltimore, and I've seen it a bunch of times.
Oh, nice.
Incredible. I remember
the Alamo.
There's something about sports, and I know the great Renzini hates sports, but I remember Kurt Shaw. If you look in Sergeant Rock the Lost Battalion, the sniper was named Kurt Shaw, and that was named after his father. But Kurt Shaw went to the game, the 1976 ALCS championship.
Okay.
When what's his name? Number 10 on the Yankees hit the home run. And propelled the Yankees to the 1976 World Series. Oh, what's his name? Gee whiz. And the stadium went crazy on the. Why am I drawing a blank? Well, forgive me. Anyway, so we all knew that Kurt went to the game, but by the time he got home, it was probably 1:00 in the morning or so, and we all went to his house, and he walks out with a chair that his father ripped out from Yankee Stadium because it was just bedlam. You know what I mean? And the people all ran on the and he held on the chair. We're like,
is there a better analogy for 1970s New York than what you just said?
Yeah.
I'm just taking this chair.
Yeah, and then the next season, the son of Sam killed 12 New Yorkers, and the Yankees won the World Series.
Yeah,
and Ed Koch won re-election.
Okay, we don't want to get into politics, but I want to say something about Ed Koch as a adopted New Yorker. When you're around the rest of the country and you think in movie terms what the mayor of New York is supposed to look like. We don't think of this stupid douchebag now. Oh, sorry, there I got political. It's supposed to look like Ed Koch.
Yes.
Or David that guy they cast in the first Batman.
Yeah.
Just freaking perfect.
Yeah. But the thing with Ed Koch, I remember Ed Koch, and we lived, we grew up 50 miles outside of New York City, but, you're all into it. Friends work, their family, everyone worked in Manhattan, it seemed.
Right.
And there was a time that Ed Koch got hit in the face with an egg. He was holding a press conference or something. And someone, this is New York in the 70s, threw an egg and hit him in the face with the egg, and he went after the guy.
That's great.
Him. He was a big man. Debbie and I met Ed Koch. I was the president of the my college. Yeah, I was a student body
FIT, president, right?
And we got to go to Gracie.
I believe. Not to interrupt you.
And he was such a fun, big. He's really tall. He's got to be 6'3".
Not anymore.
Well, probably not anymore. Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for you. Were you not, in fact, the first and at that time only 2-time student body president at FIT?
I know I was the first 2-term elected president of the Fashion Institute of Technology Student Association. I do not know if anyone else was 2-time elected after me.
Right. So that's why I said at the time.
Yes, absolutely. And we did a lot. And well, that's a whole nother story. That's a great story.
And they didn't press charges.
No, thank God for that. Yeah, we didn't really go that way.
Did you find the footage that we digitized, Billy?
I did not, because I think I'm just going to do a search on QuickTime or something and just go through them all. Niall digitized my college videos.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh!
And I can't for the life of me. I cleaned up. I cleaned up 125 gigabytes of memory, and
for some reason,
I had to. I can't find the videos. I don't know if I deleted them. So hopefully Niall still has them, because his Debbie when she's like 20, and but I have the perfect capture of New York City from August 1988 to January 1989.
Is there any videos of the dance battle?
Of like 8 hours of video footage, and you could say 8 hours, but 8 hours of videotaping, just that's a lot of footage, So
there's some crazy stuff on there.
Is there any videos of the dance battle from the block party with the guy with the tricycle? The guy, that
was a block party. No, that was a block party. That was like a race that we had to do or something. And
I definitely have them still somewhere. I think I.
Oh, I praise to the Lord high that you do.
I think I do definitely have them somewhere.
Every
night.
I wanted to say something. One slick dude in the comments earlier said that he liked all my movie quotes on Facebook. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Did you post anything today?
Yeah.
Damn it. Let me excuse myself. My dog is whining. I'm gonna let my dog out.
Every weekday. So now we know who let the dog out.
It's the only reliable. It's the only reliable thing I can count on in my life. Or the movie quotes.
Hey, now
every weekday.
Does the video footage include the footage of him bailing Deb out of jail?
Yes.
Oh, that's hysterical. What about his band?
I didn't see anything with his band. A lot of it's like let's like res life, right? Just like them filming each other doing fun stuff. He's got like a buddy's movie on there, which was actually pretty cool, because they must have been a film major or something. I think one of his buddies was a roommate or something.
That's pretty solid.
A lot of inappropriate things on there.
Really? That's so hard to imagine.
I believe that, actually.
Things I can never unsee.
He's New York?
Things you can never unsee. That's right.
Never unsee. That's the only reason he does this show with me, because I'm blackmailing.
Have you seen the photo of Soloff strapped to the rollaway bed?
Yes.
It's like he's sleeping on a rollaway bed, but it's standing up. They were in Chicago. It's really a spectacular photo.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, I didn't watch a lot of this stuff. I just let it run, right?
Because you probably saw enough and you were weeping and trying to get your eyes out of your head.
It's like whoa.
There was like one quick one was like there's one that was like quick, and I was like, is that the whole tape? And it's like him on like a motorcycle, and they're filming him like going over like the George Washington Bridge and stuff, and like it's pretty funny.
Kind of like from Top Gun.
Yeah, he was basically doing the Top Gun stuff.
Hey, so before Billy gets back, JC, best cartoon of the 70s and 80s. Best Saturday morning cartoon.
Truthfully, I was watching them in the 70s, but the Bugs Bunny stuff and Roadrunner stuff all predates that. I was definitely a Warner Brothers cartoon fan, though. Late 60s, you can throw in Johnny Quest, Filmation's Tarzan. Really. I was probably already watching a lot of Japanese stuff like Speed Racer and that kind of stuff.
Battle of the Planets.
That's later. That's 80s.
Yeah.
And I remember watching Star Blazers after school in the late 70s, early 80s.
Battle of the Planets was late 70s.
Was it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There's
I think of it 80s because I never saw it during that time.
There's a great YouTube video on there's a great video on Johnny Quest about the making of it and
I haven't watched
how
that yet.
expensive it was
Well, and of course, the great thing it had working for it was great, phenomenal character designs by Doug Wildey, and he was Doug Wildey inspired the character Peavy in Rocketeer. Dave Stevens based it on Doug Wildey.
I just watched that. I watched that the other night.
Great movie.
I just got it on Laserdisc today.
Great
Really?
movie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, today.
How much you pay for that Laserdisc, old man?
I got it in a
Not that
group. They were like
expensive.
$3 a piece.
Yeah.
I bought a big giant box of them.
Me and
And I
Blevins
probably could do an
actually
unboxing.
own
I
Laserdisc
probably could do an
players.
unboxing.
JC,
Laserdisc guys.
JC, I just confirmed. Battle of the Planets was 1978 to 1980. I remember it clearly because same time that I was watching Battlestar Galactica and Buck Rogers is same time.
What channel did that air on in Pittsburgh?
53 probably.
53.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our
Yeah, well,
first.
yeah,
That was our first UHF station. You always had to jack around with the antenna to get it to come in.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the Karate Kid cartoon?
I can tell you without
Karate Kid.
the slightest hint of
I don't want to give
knowledge.
him
I had
any
no
press.
idea that
I
that even
hate him.
existed.
I don't even want to. He doesn't
Come
even
on.
exist to me.
You talking about Karate Kid? You don't like
Karate
the
Kid
Chuck
cartoon?
Norris and his
Yeah,
Karate
to me,
Commando.
it's a bunch of movies.
Johnny's the real Karate Kid, and let's leave it at that.
Well, like it was
I
like
like
crazy.
I think Three Ninjas was the real deal.
Dude, three ninjas kick back.
So I mean, it's like to me, yes, there was an emergency cartoon called Emergency Plus 4, which I always thought was the dumbest thing ever. But I was in the 70s, I was obsessed with the TV show Emergency.
Yeah.
I'm currently watching Planet of the Apes cartoon.
Oh my God, I'm
You know
watching
what?
the Planet of the Apes TV series
The
right
Planet
now.
of the Apes cartoon. Okay, you know
Blevins,
You have
I'm
Amazon?
Scala. You have Planet of the Apes, but
you
why?
know
Why
that you're
don't you
in my
have
wheelhouse when you
Oh.
talk Planet of the Apes.
What'd you say?
You're in my wheelhouse when you talk Planet of the
Yes,
Apes.
Dr. Zayas.
Muhammad
absolutely.
Ali cartoon.
Wait, Niall, you have Planet of the Apes on Plex, but you only have like the last 4 episodes of season 1. You don't have the early episodes of season 1.
What are you
Why
talking
is
about?
that?
What the heck are you talking about?
Your Planet of the Apes that you loaded up. You don't have the
Talking about
early
the live action, the
live action television series. You do not have
we have
the early episodes. You don't have season 1. You don't have season
Only like
1
one-
episodes
There's only
1 through
one.
10.
There's only one.
season.
There's only one season.
13, there's only like 10 or 13 episodes.
14
Yeah, but you
episodes.
only have like 4 or 5 of them.
Bulls.
Yeah, there's 14 episodes, only 13 of which aired originally.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
One
and
of the greatest things that I thought ever happened was when back when Sci-Fi Channel was not SIFI, and they actually aired actual science fiction.
Oh shoot, you're right.
I was sitting there watching the Planet of the Apes.
Can you hear it?
What?
No,
You can't hear it, can you? Hang on.
it's coming from inside the house.
No, I just want to make sure you're not hearing my desktop audio.
Well done. Hear what, Scala?
My desktop audio. No, I'm just making sure. Yeah, you're right. I gotta check the file names.
So the great thing about Planet of the Apes is I'm sitting there watching it on Sci-Fi, and all of a sudden I go, I never saw this episode, and that's when I found out there was the 14th episode, which is on the DVDs or Blu-rays or whatever, but it didn't air originally. It was up against Night Stalker. That's what they always used to do to us with science fiction.
And didn't
in the old days,
Gavin play General Ursus or something? Who was his name? Who was
Mark
the Night
Leonard?
Stalker?
Mark Leonard was General Urko. He
Who
was
yeah,
Spock's
General
dad.
Ursus was Gavin. What's his name? Gavin.
No, James.
No, who was the Night Stalker?
That's Darren McGavin.
Garen McGavin played, I think, General Ursus, right?
You are absolutely wrong. You're absolutely wrong. James Gregory played him.
Wait a minute. Gavin McGregor played one of the.
Who
gorilla...
the heck is Gavin McGregor?
Sorry.
What do you think you're
Gavin
out? Nick
McLeod.
Capratis?
Gavin Ursus, right?
Gavin McLeod?
Cloud.
From the Clan McLeod.
Gavin McWhat? What's his name? The Night Stalker.
There can be only one.
Darren McGavin.
Garen McGavin.
Darren.
McGavin.
Like Bewitched. Darren.
Oh, Darren from Bewitched. Okay.
Which one?
Darren.
Both of them.
You were absolutely right.
I hate PCs. I fucking hate these piece of shit thing. Darren McGavin.
What is going on right
now?
Planet
Dude.
of the Apes.
You're out of your mind. He was never in Planet of the Apes. He was in the pilot for the $6 Million Man.
Oh, it's not. Oh my god, I hate PCs. I fucking hate these.
Excuse me. You cannot blame your Planet of the Apes illiteracy on PCs.
Seriously.
Darren McGavin never played one of the apes?
No.
Hang on.
But Maurice Evans from Bewitched, Samantha's
Maurice
dad,
Evans is
Dr.
Dr.
Zaius.
Zaius, and he is one of the he's up there with I think Buster Keaton and Chaplin.
And Booth Coleman played Dr. Zaius on the TV show.
Dr. Zaius.
Help me, Dr. Zaius.
Dr. Zaius.
Dr. Zaius.
Dr. Zaius.
Whoa.
Come and help me, Dr. Zaius.
I hate every ape I see, from chimpanzee to chimpanzee.
Well, I get a strike if I play.
Now, didn't the 14th episode though? Wasn't it preempted?
No, they just didn't air it.
Okay. I thought that was one of those that got preempted by one of the summer conventions or something.
You know, that stuff happened all the time, but it was rated so poorly they might have just done it for that reason.
I always thought that Darren McGavin
James Gregory, man,
was one of the generals
of course,
in the ape films, and he should have been.
No, he should have been the greatest James Gregory, who was General Ursus, was also in. Yes, was also in the Manchurian Candidate.
Darren McGavin was the general. He was General Fleming in the Captain America movie.
Well, there you go.
So you're kind of right. He's in a movie as a general.
James Gregory does look like Darren McGavin a little, though.
I guess if you're drunk.
Which he is.
Well, actually, he kind of looks like is he still alive?
That's so mean, Niall.
James Gregory?
I just want pizza. Can you please take that background down?
I think James Gregory's still well.
James Gregory.
Did you eat your pizza, Blevin?
No, I haven't had a chance to.
He looks like
it's still
he died
here. What's up?
Take a bite.
James Gregory was in the Flint movie too,
he looks like Darwin.
Is that sausage?
I bet you him and Darwin would have been
bacon,
pals. They're probably
pepperoni.
hanging out right now.
You know,
James Gregory was in the Flint movies too.
Darren
wasn't he?
McGavin was in A Christmas Story
Yeah, he
and
was that.
Night Stalker, and he was, of course, in the pilot for the $6 Million Man, the role that became Oscar Goldman in the series.
Yeah.
And James Gregory, James Gregory, for Pete's sake, he was in the Manchurian Candidate. He was on Barney Miller.
Oh, there's a comedian called James Gregory
and
who looks like
he also just that great voice of, the only good human is a dead human.
Yeah.
And it just he was magnificent as Ursus.
Magnificent.
He was in the Flint movie too.
Cosplay General Ursus.
And then General Urko on the TV series was Mark Leonard, who was Sorex, Spock's dad.
Yes.
Great voice also.
Yep.
And the Romulan commander.
The first Romulan, of course, very good. I just watched that a couple weeks ago. It's just
Did you see all the people on Cheers? Did you see someone posted all the people on Cheers that were on Star Trek?
Yes. Yes, that it's
so
when I did several years as a pitching writer on Voyager, and I had some problems with Next Generation, and I came up with my standard pitch for the Star Trek: The Next Generation was
hot dogs.
You're really killing Niall with the food imagery here.
No.
It's me when I found the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
If he starts singing the Oscar Mayer Wiener theme song, man, that's on you.
I need to go get my whistle.
Did you also see Old Bean? Did you also see the thing that Jonathan Frakes was cosplaying Captain America when Stan Lee met Rosalind Carter?
I did see that
at the White House. That was
I didn't
Jonathan
see that, but that
Frakes, who
doesn't
was
surprise me.
Captain America.
That doesn't surprise me.
Who's also from Pittsburgh?
So I don't think that's true.
No,
Wait, who
I
is?
just made that up.
No.
I'm from Pittsburgh. That's not true. That's not true at all.
Yeah.
Yes, with that accent.
I have the best Pittsburgh
He's from the South
accent
Side.
ever.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna go. It's 12:06. I gotta get up at 4.5 hours to go kill a deer.
Dude,
Yeah.
good luck with that. We still have a couple more books for Harrisburg to show off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Heroin.
We cut him off. We cut him off.
No, sorry, Heroinberg.
This is what happens when you bring me on.
No, it's
Heroinberg's
okay.
like, F you guys. I'm never coming on ever again.
No, it's great.
We're
Hey,
gonna
guys.
do the theme.
Hey, Billy, the mob seat asked for a trailer. Do we have time for a 50-second trailer?
Oh yeah,
of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let me see if I can do it with a share screen. Here we go.
Now, can you give him the?
Am I sharing the screen yet?
Not yet.
No,
No.
I don't see anything.
You see it now?
No.
No. Do you have to make him big first for him to share it?
No. It's got to pop up in here.
Oh, here it comes.
JC bounced.
Now you just turned his camera off. Surprise! I turned it back on. No, I'm joking.
Oh boy.
Do you want to send
I
me
don't
a
know.
link? Do you have a link
Yeah,
or
send-
anything?
send
or
out the link.
on your computer.
Yeah, I can send you a link. Here's the link. Ready? Yeah. Link's in the chat, but yeah. You see a link in the chat.
Okay.
there it is.
This is the new episode. It's not out yet, but there's a trailer of it. So
Oh, Dr. Zayas.
Help me, Dr. Zayas.
Come and help me. Come and help me.
Dr.
Dr.
Zayas.
Zayas.
oh, Mob Seat's happy. It's nice.
Oops.
Something went wrong.
Oops, that went wrong.
What's going on here? Why isn't that going?
I don't know. Try reloading it.
Yeah, I'm
Not-
gonna try reloading
It
it.
says YouTube. What's your?
Have you turned it off and turned it back on again?
Yeah, unplug it and plug it back in.
Yeah, it's just a link to a
Unplug it and
YouTube.
plug it back in.
You're so hilarious.
Is it from your channel? Because if so,
Yeah.
just link to the channel. Because that didn't look
What?
like. Yeah, just
Yeah, the way it popped up weird.
yeah. It popped up. It didn't pop up like it came
Was
from
it
the
in,
channel.
did you pull it from your studio?
Was it like pop-up
Yeah.
video?
Pop
Oh
up,
Christ!
pop up video.
Just send it in the
Oh,
private
oh,
chat
video.
on in the StreamYard.
Oh yeah, send it in the private chat.
Here it comes.
Beyond Flux. Liquid
That was it.
television.
Yeah, Liquid Television. Remember the Dog Boy? Dog Boy? Live action Dog Boy? That was pretty good.
There were some interesting things on Liquid TV.
Dude, it was. Aeon Flux was awesome, though.
Yeah.
Eon Flux is awesome.
The movie. No.
You guys remember Dead at 21?
Charlize Theron, she's all right.
Oh yeah.
She was okay in That Thing You Do, and she has a lot more scenes in the expanded director's cut version.
I heard that.
I have
But I've
that.
seen several versions of that film.
Well, it helps that you drink.
No, they've posted. All right, here.
Movie time.
She's living in Harrisburg. Never mind what you heard. Super heroine is the word. She's living fantastic dreams. She's shooting out laser beams, taking over computer screens. She puts has her costume on, and she's feeling super strong. When deadly threats attack, she'll be ready to strike back. She's living in Heroinburg.
Excellent.
Nice.
Well done. Are there vampires in Heroinburg?
No, it's just sciencey stuff. So there's no magic or like vampire type things.
That's out in Dormont, Billy.
Yeah, we leave the zombies to George Romero, but yeah. So
and
it's
the vampires to JC Vaughn. What's up?
Yeah, I guess so. Uh-huh.
Well done. We have to have your cast members on. We'll do a Heronberg show. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've actually been on some streams. Are you familiar with Jessie Milestone from Mindless Entertainment? She's part of the Fandom Menace. They were on her stream a couple times, and she really liked it a lot.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
We'll get her on if she's good.
I think that sounds I think that sounds like a great Pittsburgh-centric thing to do. And let's face it, it would add some cosplay variety to us. You guys have had some great cosplay stuff on, and that would be a good one.
Well, we're not cosplay.
You're not, but
yeah.
The effect,
but
the audience is right there for it, and I think that's that's great.
Sure, yeah. I just like to make the distinction that it's.
I understand. I'm obviously not one to split hairs. I would just like to before we sign off. I want to get some Planet of the Apes trivia. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Billy, you ready for this one?
Yes.
All right. Titan Books put out these great omnibuy of the novelizations. You can get Volume 1 starts with Beneath, because obviously the original Pierre Boulle novel is not part of the adaptations. So it starts with.
So these are all adaptations of the films.
Of the films, yes.
Okay.
When you get to Volume 2,
that is thick.
The first one is Conquest of the Planet of the Apes in Volume 2, which is the fourth movie.
Yeah.
The adaptation is by what famous novelist?
The adaptation of Conquest of the Planet of the Apes.
Yes, it's actually a very literate, great.
Ray Bradbury.
No.
Harlan Ellison
would do it.
Not a science fiction. Most people would not know him as a science fiction guy.
Peter David?
No.
Little early for that.
Alan Dean Foster.
See, that's a great name, but no, not mainly known for science fiction.
Wow.
Not known for science fiction, but
matter of fact, known for some very big novels made into TV movies.
Ooh, we're thinking Rich Man, Poor Man. We're
that
thinking
era,
the Thornbirds.
Yeah, that era.
Okay.
Any guesses?
No.
John Jakes of North and South fame.
Shut up.
And the Kent Family Chronicles.
So did the original adaptation of the film come out in like 69 or 68 or something?
That would have been the 70s for Conquest.
Yeah.
And
he did Conquest. I'm sorry. Okay.
And in honest to goodness, it was sometime before I got to see Conquest, so it was my access to it. And it is an amazingly literate adaptation. I mean, really good. He really adds to the story without contradicting anything, and sets the tone right away. And it really influenced how I thought about the ape movies.
Well, we have to talk about that because we know where Caesar came from.
Yes.
What was strange is how Caesar was there, and Caesar came from 1,000 years in the future or so.
No, he did not.
Well, how far ahead Caesar?
His parents came from it. Caesar
was born
Caesar
in our time. From his parents.
Caesar was born in the 70s.
He was genetically engineered,
but his parents had seeded him. His parents came from
3955.
3955?
Yes.
So we're going 3,000 years in the future.
2,000, as we like to do math.
So
yes.
Where did all the other apes come from that were the same as Caesar physically?
They basically there's a great missing bit of science fiction here. The books have a talk about how in the original year 3955, very few apes knew what had happened. Dr. Zayas obviously did know what had happened.
Of course, they
guarded that secret. But the average ape on the street didn't know that man had once been the dominant species. What happened is, as they tell it, all the dogs and cats died off, and they started taking apes into their homes as pets and then turned them into slaves. So what I think happened, and they've never fully explained, is that it happened sooner because Zira, Cornelius, and Dr. Milo, played by the late Sal Mineo, went back to 1973 and brought some of the air contaminant with them in the spaceship. So whatever killed off the dogs and cats in the far future killed them off sooner, causing the Planet of the Apes to happen sooner.
The apes killed the dogs and cats.
Did it make a different? Did it make a different reality?
Cornelius and Milo killed all the dogs and cats.
So, like I'm saying, they brought some contaminant back from the future that in the normal timeline, the original timeline, happened first, but much later. They brought that air back to our time, and the contaminant is released. And unknowingly, they didn't do it deliberately.
Did it create an alternate timeline, like alternate reality?
Yeah, sure.
You're like, whatever, Ryan. Yeah, whatever you say, Brian.
This is a whole nother show. We cannot.
Dude, let me tell you in nauseating detail. This is a whole other series, but yes, we could do a show on.
Yeah, we have to talk about this because we have to really sit down and discuss this.
We have to discuss Planet of the Apes.
It would be fun.
We really
do. Fun if we could get Daryl Gregory, who wrote some of the great, phenomenal Boom Studios comics. He's a novelist, but he wrote the Planet of the Apes stuff, and it is just freaking brilliant. Huh?
Do you think he'd come on?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll reach out to him. He always, because I was a slavish fan. I think in Scoop, I think I literally reviewed almost every issue of that series because it was just like so freaking good.
Solid.
Scala, can you post Mob Seat's latest?
What was it? Yeah, I missed that.
Just think if some virus killed off my community. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Never mind.
Help me, Dr. Zayas.
Oh, I'm doing Charlton Heston. Sorry.
Damn dirty apes.
You know, he laughs. Remember he laughs? That really uncomfortable laugh when Landon planted the flag.
Landon plants the flag. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know my? I think I've told it recently. You know my Linda Harrison story?
Yeah, you told
I know it.
When Paris was on. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, you did say it when Paris. Yeah, we talked about it. Well, we have to talk about the apes. We really do.
Yeah, dude, Draco Malfoy damn dirty apes.
Did you say Draco Malfoy?
Yeah, he got to say damn dirty apes in the remake. Stay away from me, you damn dirty apes.
Draco Malfoy said it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't have any Harry Potter reference or any of the actors out in any of those films.
No.
Sorry, we can't do that. That I don't even know what that is.
Tom Fenton knows that he can't come on.
The Draco Malfoy is repeating the great Charlton Heston, "The Gift to the World."
No, we're not even talking.
Line.
We're not even talking about that.
We're not acknowledging that ever again, ever.
Okay,
we might as well have a whole disco show.
Here's my other Planet of the Apes life intrusion. You ready for this one, Billy?
Yes.
I had gone 94-ish. I had gone on an interview at Marvel. I was still working at Avis in Dallas Fort Worth, and I'd got an interview, and I'd forgotten that I had left a specific outgoing message on my answering machine. And a guy that worked at Marvel called Skip Dietz called me back.
Yes.
And I get this. I come in and after a day at work, and I play my message. Hi, this message is for J.C. Vaughn. If Chuck Heston could give it to him, and I like, holy crap! I forgot to change outgoing message. My entire outgoing message was Charlton Heston yelling, damn you all to hell."
Well done.
Man.
Well, I'm gonna go. I have to get up early, guys. I got to kill tomorrow.
All right,
You know,
thanks for hanging out, gentlemen.
I'd just like to say, Billy, you know, the minute that you said that, it made it our obligation to keep you on here longer.
I know,
right.
and I bow to peer pressure. But we
and
have to have an ape show. We have to have a Herrenberg show, and we have to like really lay this down.
We got to have a Jim Mint show, and we got to tell TJ that Master Blaster was the 2-man team that ran the underworld underneath Bartertown at Mad Max.
Yeah, there was Master
Everyone
and
knows
Blaster set on top of it.
Master and Blaster, yeah. Do you not remember that?
Well, everyone over 50 knows that.
You jumped straight to Kid Video, and I was like, well, does he not know that there's a Master
How
Blaster?
they keep talking, Billy. This is how they keep going.
This is how they keep going.
All right, well, you guys can keep going. Love
Hey,
you all.
how did you come up with the
All right,
idea?
thank you. I'm out. Yeah.
You can't leave. You
Yeah,
can't just
Billy.
leave. You can't
All right,
just
Billy.
leave.
Hey, Billy, how did you come
I'll
up with
talk
the
to you
idea?
tomorrow, Bean.
I hope
Kelly, I
everyone
love you
has
guys.
a wonderful
Every one of you,
weekend.
the Bradys.
Jeff and I are working more so. Jeff is working on a very special episode that's going to be going on. So we hope everyone will. They'll be very excited.
Hey,
for Jeff.
Dude,
We
Billy,
won't say anything.
Billy go?
We're leaving, dude. The show's over.
Well,
I'm going to bed.
we're gonna keep talking about comics and
Niall?
cartoons.
Yes.
I just want to point out that Mob Seat said that he likes the Charlton Heston cameo in the Wayne's World movie,
Oh yes.
and even though that was near the end of his career, man, Charlton Heston still had it. He could totally hold a scene, and as much as that was really funny, it was actually true. You know?
I just want to have a PSA announcement.
Yes.
Don't smoke grass.
Hey, Billy, you need to change your title to Billy is not going to bed.
All right, gentlemen. Have a great night. I love you all
Night.
so much. You're fantastic, and we'll see you all next week.
It's good seeing everybody.
Thanks for
later.
being on,
Everybody.
JC.
Good to see you guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks again for tuning into crowdfunding comics. We look forward to hanging out with all of our crowdfunding fans every time we go live. And don't forget to click the link below and subscribe to our channel. And there's a little bell. You may want to hit that too. This way you get all the great notifications when we go live and when we upload some awesome content. You want to follow us? Sure, go right ahead at Twitter at crowdfundcomics with an X, Instagram crowdfunding comics, and Facebook at crowdfunding comics. Till next time, crowdfunding fans, we'll see you soon.